Begin, but sure, go ahead. Man, this is like. Fucking hell. It's taken us so long, I don't even know how to really begin this. So, let's see. Started in the forest. Basic favorite terrain. You can't just type forest, I know it's in the forest. It's actually getting it fucking begun.
Did we start stream?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
There's no intro or anything? We're just getting right into it.
Yeah, might as well. We spent long enough into this fucking dilly-dallying.
Wait, hold on. I need to confirm something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Audio's
Okay, good. We are audible. I can confirm that we are audible.
Hey,
Oh, hello, Demon.
awesome.
Hello. This is way fucking... This is one hell of a time. Finally, we've got audio. People can be heard. Yay!
Yeah.
Anyway, that's...
And Lucky's here this time.
Yay! We can actually do
There
it.
you are, motherfucker.
But yeah, we can finally... Hopefully we've also got a little bit less dilly-dallying, so that way we can at the very least have everybody introduce nothing else.
Go.
No, but yeah.
Just go.
So you begun in the forest. It is your favorite terrain, and just as per usual, you are out and about exploring the area, just in case any sort of travelers or little mishaps end up appearing. It's part of your daily routine at this point to simply go through the forest and try and see if you can find any sort of survivors, stragglers, or just people who have gotten lost and have no fucking idea where the fuck they're going anymore.
Those who've gotten off the beaten path.
People who have no idea how to fucking follow a path because they don't know how to follow basic instructions. Either that, or they've seen something shiny.
And then you beat them.
Those who take off the path end up slowly becoming piles of flesh because the bears found them.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
The titular berry.
No bear.
The bears are vibing. So, with that being the case, I want you to... Let's see. Make me a nature check. What's advantage?
I gotta grab my dice.
Time to roll.
It's time to roll dice.
Yeah.
I don't have a dice bin. You know what? That might be something I might do. I might get like an actual like dice bin and stuff so I can actually play D&D. Oh, my D20.
What about your D20?
That's a 12 plus, wait, survival?
Yeah, survival with advantage, because it is your favorite terrain.
Oh.
Which means you roll again.
It is 2d20, take the highest value, and build from there.
15. Do 15. I rolled an 8 instead of a 12.
Cool.
15.
Yes, so...
Oh, wait,
I need to do
is
this.
the little like mark on the left mean I have also add my proficiency?
Yes.
Oh. 18.
Even better. I need to figure out the sort of condition that they would be in, which means I need to get a wheel for this. I think I might have fucking broken it. There we go, 500 options.
Jesus.
I held down Control V a little bit. I'm shuffling it right now. I'm spinning the wheel to see what condition you are in.
Yeah, spinning the wheel.
Fuck yeah, wheel spinning. Cool. I have acquired your state of being. Anyway, hold on, what the fuck did I just see? I'm seeing shit.
I've drawn them.
I swear, I'm seeing shit. Anyway, yeah, you're able to detect that there is a presence that is not like, meant to be here in this forest. A foreign presence in the forest, even.
Hmm.
A
Roll initiative.
It's an adult red dragon. Roll initiative and perish. No, but yeah,
Cthulhu himself.
you can tell that something in this forest is not meant to be in this forest. It's also stationary. It's not moving, but you can definitely detect where it is. It's alive, but not moving.
Oh wow, a living rock.
I fucking wish. Do you wish to acquire a living rock? I can make you roll an Arcana check to see if you...
Well, I guess go and investigate.
Cool, roll me an Arcana check. See if you can find a magical rock.
Okay. My Arcana's not good. How the freak am I rolled another 12. What is my Arcana? It's +1, so 13.
You're not able to find a magic rock, but you're able to find a magic stone.
Huh.
It is practically
Is that like
the...
the actual
It is...
magic
It
stone,
is
or is that
practically
just
the...
a stone?
It is practically the same thing. However, its vocabulary is severely more limited.
Oh. It can talk?
It can barely say more than 10 words at a time. However, it also normally says a lot less.
Wait, it's a living stone, or...
It's a magic stone.
Okay, that's a spell.
That's what you think. It could be a spell, it could not be a spell.
Oh, okay.
Just know that it can speak. It can talk. And it can listen.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. What are you doing here?
I'm a stone.
I can see that. Would you like a friend? Or, well, I don't really make living things, but would you like some flowers?
I'm a stone.
Hmm.
By the way, the stone is not the presence that you detected.
It's fucking I am Groot. He is speaking in full sentences, it's just you can't understand it.
I'll try friggin' Sylvan. Hello?
I'm a stone. I don't know what you want.
Okay. I'm gonna use Druidcraft. And I'm just gonna make some like a little bed of flowers around it, and then I will go continue investigating what I was investigating.
So are you putting the stone down? Or are you taking it
I
with
didn't pick
you?
it up.
I don't think she ever picked it up.
Well, do you want to take it with you, or like...
Well, I don't want to move it without its consent.
It's a fucking stone.
Yes, but it's living.
Is it living or is it alive? There is a difference.
Hmm.
It is alive.
You assume that it understands the idea of consent.
Do you consent?
Well, considering it can speak
I'm a
common,
stone.
I imagine it does understand what consent is.
Not really. It's a stone.
That's speaking
It's a
common.
fucking rock.
That's
I'm just
talking.
gonna.
Yeah, it might be able to talk, but if it's never socialized with another person, like, at all in real life, how the fuck would it not understand what consent is?
I think
Then how the fuck would it have
probably
learned
just
English words?
Because it's a
Druidcraft
magic
bed of
rock.
flowers around it, pat the rock, and continue on.
You wish to leave the rock alone.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Kick the rock.
No.
By the way, I was just gonna start having it, like, every time you ask her something, you just say something fucking vague. Or just, I'm a stone. Like, it was not gonna be fucking handy at all.
What's happening to your VTuber's arms?
I don't really know. One of them is because I'm scratching my head. The other one, your guess is as good as mine.
I see.
It just
Let's go on
happens.
an adventure.
It's a choose your own adventure game where one hand just doesn't know what the fuck it's up to.
Oh, no.
But yeah, you're able to keep going. The stone doesn't. Yeah, it's a stone. Yeah. Yeah. As you keep going, you stumble across a sleeping entity. It is asleep. It is not aware of your presence. Nor does it look like it'll wake up right now. Not unless it is disturbed.
I guess I'll investigate it a little bit. Probably
You wish
trying
to
stay
study it?
hidden.
It's a
Yeah, how about
fucking
I study
sleep! You could literally go like right above its head. It's not gonna wake up if you're just hovering there like, woo!
Yeah, but I feel
What
like
is it?
my
Yeah,
flash would
exactly.
make
So she could study
some
it. But...
wind. So I'd probably land and like walk up to it a little bit.
If you're gonna land on the ground, you're gonna walk up
I feel
to
like
it.
studying something that's asleep isn't too far-fetched.
Yeah, like, what are you, like, trying to hide from it for? You can magically wake up because it can hear you
I don't
breathe?
think she is trying to hide from it. I think she just wants to investigate it.
Well, roll me
I want to
investigation.
hide my presence from it so it doesn't wake up from my presence.
It wouldn't. It's asleep.
Okay.
I mentioned that
So then I'll
unless it was
investigate it.
disturbed, like, you know how you disturb somebody? You either yell in their ear, shake them, kick them, or you throw them down a hill.
Moving also counts as disturbing them.
You ever walk in a room with somebody, like, dead asleep? Like, fully out cold?
Yeah.
I don't think they
Yeah.
wake up that easily.
Yeah, they would.
I don't know how that happened.
No.
Did your parents never wake you up for school?
They did, but they did
You
that
were
by
like
shaking me. Or like kicking open the
That was gonna
door.
be pretty.
They didn't just walk around and my
was
body
gonna
was just
be-
like, well, time to get up, I guess.
Yeah, no, we were raised differently then.
Yeah.
Animals can be pretty sensitive, like
Yeah.
if you just stay too close to it and just breathe, like that could startle animals awake.
But either way,
One eye open and all of that.
Okay.
you just have an eye open like, hello. I'm in the middle of my nap right now. What important business do you have?
So,
No, but yeah,
may I
roll,
investigate?
yeah,
Do I
roll investigation.
Fuck. 4.
Ooh. What,
I
like,
can tell they're sleeping and they are a shape.
you can tell that they are not a vegetable.
Okay.
They very much have a pulse.
Mm-hmm.
They are breathing.
You're able to tell they have a pulse from a level 4 roll. That's very impressive.
Well, you see, last I checked, you'd be able to see the thing breathing, and if it's breathing, it most likely has a pulse.
Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, in the world of D&D, I don't feel like that's as true. Like, voodoo magic and all that shit is, like, actually real.
Well, fair point.
Wait a minute. Wait.
But it
I
ain't
have a
magic.
favorite foe. Wait, favorite enemy. Wait, no, this is for tracking. Never mind. Ignore.
I have a favorite enemy, so I'm going to attack this thing I don't know just for fun.
I remembered having advantage for something related to my enemy that wasn't attacking, and it's specifically tracking and remembering information.
Oh yes, track the thing that's right in front of you, I dare you.
Yeah, I couldn't remember my abilities.
No, but yeah, you can tell it's alive. It seems to be breathing. It looks to have both eyes closed.
Okay.
It looks pretty, it looks like it's sleeping. Pretty happily sleeping,
Okay.
even.
So you said that was this the presence that didn't seem like it belonged?
Yes, this is the thing that, like, you can tell was not in this forest the day before, and now it is. How it got in here, no fucking clue, but it's in here now.
It's a pest.
Well, I think that's a lot of time to get into the forest, like an entire day.
Well, yeah. somehow got in here
Yeah.
without you being able to figure that
Okay.
out. It got in here somehow. If it's magic
I
or
don't
some
know
sort
the
of
entirety
fucking
of the
weird
forest.
shit.
I just am good at navigating it. I don't know exactly what's happening in the forest at all times.
Well, yeah.
You are the Lorax. You speak for the trees.
No, I don't. It's not a favorite
You are
enemy.
now.
No.
New
Bad
Terraria
could I
Lorax.
possibly be?
You can now
I don't
hear
have-
the No, yeah, this is your present. It looks. How would I describe how, like, what its shape would be?
I don't know. A big rock, a big pebble,
Bean.
smooth
Lump.
pebble.
Think of it like.
Lump.
Yeah, think of it like a giant, like, sort of like dough ball sort of a thing. Like, whenever, like, you have a giant, like, sort of like lump of dough and stuff like that, you just set it on, like, a counter, that sort of, like lump shape it makes, sort of a thing.
Forest has a very small tumor.
A loaf.
Oh, well,
Loaf, yeah. I love cat loaves. No, but yeah, it's like whenever you get like a literal like giant ball of dough and you just slap it on a counter and you just watch it like sagging in the ground a bit, like that sort of lump shape. It's sort of like that.
Okay.
That, but a little bit like more firm and like tighter sort of a thing, like not fully just splayed out like a liquid. Think like a computer mouse. That's such a better way to put it. Like think a computer mouse in shape.
Hmm.
It's like that.
Okay. That's it.
Uh,
Well,
it's definitely bigger than you as well. That's for sure.
I probably would just leave it alone. But I think Vance will just sit nearby and watch it. Probably pull out like a small snack and just eat a small snack while watching it
I
for a
think-
bit to see if it wakes up.
I think you were about to say pull out a stick and start poking it and see if it's dangerous.
Grab out your phone and start doing TikTok dances.
No.
Found this new wild animal.
Look at this weird little shit I found in the forest. Fucking loser with no parents.
Jesus.
Damn.
Out here in the middle of nowhere. Think you get sympathy? No.
It's like, oh shit. Alright.
Oh shit. It sucks. Get alone. Oh shit.
I guess I'll just sit here and wait for a bit while I eat a snack.
You just want to see what would happen? See if it wakes up? See if it does anything?
I will sit like in front of it, but a little bit off to the side. Probably. That way it knows I'm here, but I'm not directly in line of sight.
Fair enough. So, you've got the snack out. Like, is that
Yes.
like right after like investigating, like the second you sit down, or is this before you sit down?
Kind of snack.
I
Snack?
probably like go sit down first and then pull out a
So
snack.
you would sit
I
down and
probably
then
would've
pull
sat
it
there
out.
for a sec.
And just
I probably would have
watch
sat there for like a bit and then to pull out a snack.
Fair enough. Now, this is out of like a bit of fun curiosity. What is it that you pull out?
Well, in my inventory, I have rations.
Very fucking descriptive.
You've basically just said food twice.
Like, is it like, are they like what you're pulling out? Are they like, a
They're
mix of
probably,
like berries? Is it like a salad?
Probably
Is it gonna be like
fried berries or like jerky or something?
Nutrition block.
No.
a block of solid
just-
protein?
Actually, probably some berries they probably collected earlier in the day.
So like a small like little sort of like salad with a bit of like jerky and stuff like that. Like just a small little makeshift
No,
meal.
No, I don't
berries.
think it's a salad. I think it's just berries.
Just berries.
Just berries.
Just berries.
Probably like
Berry
berries or
salad.
something they collected.
Just okay, fair enough. But yeah, that's just a bit of like fun things. Like if I ever just ask for like any sort of like miscellaneous details like that, that's just because I want to see like what the character themselves would actually have. Like, given the certain like circumstances and stuff, because might as well have a bit more world building, especially if there's not going to be much combat involved in this campaign. A little bit more,
That's fair.
like, getting a little bit
That's
more of an insight of how
probably
the characters and stuff interact and all.
They probably picked some like wild blueberries or like wild raspberries, those sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's sort of like wild berries that you know aren't poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
They
berries.
probably would have some fresh ones. They might have like picked some blueberries earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they normally probably would just have like some dried fruit, dried berries.
Yeah, dried apricots, dried mango slices, dried apples? Dried
Or have them
apples.
just prepare a mango that is literally like your entire size.
I was just listing off like fruits and stuff that I could think of off the top of my head, I'm gonna be blatantly honest.
Yeah,
No, but
that's
yeah.
good.
As you pull out the collection of the fruits and stuff like that that you'd found, and you start to eat away, the thing in front of you wakes up to the smell of food. Why is Discord angry at me? Oh, that's why.
Grr.
But this is Scuachu.
Mm,
This ain't food. Hold on, it is
hungry.
a little smaller. There we go.
Villains would probably just continue sitting there until they're acknowledged.
Just sitting there waiting. Let me just save these
They're all
guys.
sitting there nibbling.
I guess I'd like sit up and like look around.
You should stand up, look around. Make me a perception check, because if you've just woken up, you'd be like slightly groggy and stuff like that.
You make me a perception.
Oh yeah. Well, what is your saying? What would we need to use for it? I just forgot. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, perception is 2 in here. So what? How did the stats for Monsoon work again exactly? Like, what did they go up to?
You had the transfers. You told me you already had those.
No, I know that, but what, like, you know the things about Monsoon that I don't. Like, for the stats, how much did it go up to again? It was like 5, wasn't it?
I think so, yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do for it, just because it's just a bit simpler to do it like this, I'm going to just have it so the things in here are going to be added just directly to the thing as if it was a stat boost. So for perception, you would add 2 to the perception sort of a thing.
Fair enough.
Just tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
15.
15.
Yep.
Yeah, almost a 1. I almost fell back asleep.
You end up comatose. You take 1d8 bludgeoning damage from immediately smashing your head into the ground. No, but yeah.
It's just like I'm laying on my stomach, I like do a little push up, I like tilt my head up and like look around and like, wow, and just pass out again.
No, but yeah, you are able to see both rain, and you can also see the like colorful fruits and stuff like that.
Valence.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Are you my mommy?
Just immediate silence.
He's just still watching, he's like,
Berries.
He's just shoveling berries into her mouth, just
Well,
Berries.
he's just watching you while eating this like blueberry.
Just very
Probably,
intense and
like,
like complete
finish up.
wide-eyed gaze.
Finish up the blueberry. And then, oh, hello.
Are you my mommy?
No. Did you get separated from your colony?
What's a colony?
It's like your family, I suppose.
Oh, I think so.
Do you know where you were going?
No,
I see.
I was on mommy's back, and then we went to sleep.
Do you know which direction you were going towards?
No, I'm
Would I
hungry.
know of like a slug cat colony or group traveling through the forest like a few days ago or like in the past few days?
Roll me a history check.
It's my history. Okay. Oh god, what is my history? Where is history actually? 7.
Uh-oh.
Uh, you're not able to recount any lately happening, but you are able to recount at least a couple of months ago a small group of slugcats had passed through the forest. It's not much that you can really go off of, but you do know at the very least that slugcats have passed through the forest.
Do I know the direction? Like, is it towards the town or
It
away from the
was
town?
it was somewhat like towards the town, but not. How's the best way to describe this? So
I think you
let's
might just need to do another history check.
no, I would say
You
like
can
because
recall there was
it's
one, but then you have to recall where they went.
well, it's because it's the favorite terrain that I'm more willing to just give it. Because if it's the favorite terrain, being a forest and stuff, they would somewhat remember like the sort of direction they would go through a forest and stuff. But if they remember if any slugcats even appeared in the first place, you know, that or like any details about them and stuff.
Just for future reference, something like that. It would just be the same check. Use the same check value. Like you wouldn't.
Well, we can
roll
always.
No.
so closely. Yeah.
Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse.
Because like, you can remember something happened, but you don't know the details of it.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah,
like,
that's what-
it depends on
that
exactly
would-
what
that-
you recount. If they
Something
were
like that, like no, like basically the higher you roll, the more details you'll be able to remember.
Yeah.
So there wouldn't be separate rolls.
I would also say it also somewhat depends on how exactly you word it. Because if you decide to say like, you know, let's say you want to do an investigation check on like a single clue here, you know, you could do an investigation check and then immediately do another investigation check for another piece of evidence, sort of a thing. So depending on the situation, you may be able to do multiple consecutive of the same checks. But obviously those situations are far and few between. But yeah, if it's like, for this sort of instance as well, Rain is like one, like, they were doing it to see if they remembered a, like, group coming through here, like, you know, through the forest. So if it's the, more or less the idea of the slugcats coming through, they would somewhat remember the vague direction they went. Not what any of them would look like, just the direction.
So in
Like, they wouldn't know if they had weapons, equipment, anything like that. You just know they came and they went somewhere. But yeah, so I'll use, like, the sort of
know that
dice.
there were slug cats and they went kind of towards the town.
So it's... So, I'm gonna use this. This isn't, like, exactly direction-wise and all that stuff. But let's say, like, the town is the D12 here.
So north.
They went somewhat, like, in between the D12 and the D8. So not, like, northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah, like northeast sort of a thing. So like they went somewhat in the same direction, but they weren't actually going to the town. That sort of a thing. But it's not really a whole lot you can really use for just. Would we say the classification of like the child would still be like slug pup in this?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, you know, slug pup, then it would be adolescent, like slug cat, adolescent sort of a thing, and then it's slug cat. So yeah.
I'm hungry.
Would you like some berries? I don't
Yep.
have many. I can't carry that many on me.
Yes, please.
Okay. Valence will hand this slug pup some berries. Probably 4 berries, as they probably can only carry up to like 10 or something. Of like
I mean,
4
my hands are
berries.
tiny, so I think I'd be able to carry just barely as much as you, or more than you, just barely
Yeah,
more than you.
I would say at most, like, Rain's character would be able to carry, like, I would say maybe 2 to 3 berries max in your hands. And you'd be able to, like, Scuachu, you'd be able to carry, like, 1 extra berry compared to what Rain could carry, sort of a thing. Like, your hands are slightly bigger, but not by much. Like, it is a small difference, but it is a bit of a difference anyway.
Yeah. I just have like a bag of
'Cause-
berries.
Again, your character is slightly bigger than Rain's, so the proportions also translate.
Well, Valence will hand this slug pup 3, 4 berries, probably 4 berries.
Couple of berries.
Yeah, just whatever they can like. They probably would have on them of full-size berries because full-size berries have juice and therefore are big.
Yeah, they are big, but they also contain both water and food.
So we'll go and so hold on fucking hell, I'm going to bite my tongue off.
All of us are slightly
Sub-
off because it is. So don't worry.
Sub will accept the berries and then proceed to eat them. But like very quickly.
You're starving. Oh fuck.
I suppose I should bring you towards the town. See if I remember a colony of slug cats walking in that direction. My memory seems to be failing me at the moment on exactly where. But maybe someone near the town might have seen them pass by.
I'm still hungry.
There's also probably food over there, so
I like food.
I can probably get you some at the local cafe or something.
Can we go?
Yeah, sure.
Yay!
And I will slowly guide this little slug pup towards the town.
Fair enough. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to. So as you are able to get there, nothing really problematic happens. You know, it's just
Probably,
basic
like,
little
pick a few
journey.
berries I recognize to like hand to the slug pup on the way.
Yeah, basic
If there
travel
are
shit.
berries.
You know, going along, giving them a couple more berries because they still look fucking hungry as shit. You know, getting some more for yourself just to, you know, add to your collection, that sort of a thing. You know, just as you would do. As you get to the main gates of the city again, it's quite a welcoming city. There's not really any walls. There's a couple of armed guards, but they're more just there as sort of like little patrol units, but those switch out like sort of like weekly sort of a thing. Like it's got like a daily rota of like, you know, day shift, you know, night shift, you know, like people covering for breaks, all that stuff. Like it's in the city and stuff, there's a handful of people that just cycle it and stuff. Of like, you know, who keeps watch just in case any problems would occur. There are people there who can handle it if needed. But it's not really anything that like the area takes great necessity in needing, like a normal capital you would see, having like, you know, full guard systems, all that stuff. This one's just got like, you know, a small like little community sort of like police sort of a thing. Where it's just in the off chance that others cause problems, that there's at the very least some people there who can handle it for others. But
Well, I'll probably just continue heading inside towards like probably the nearest cafe.
yeah, you're able to find the
Probably be closer to the
nearest cafe. I'm just trying to think about like getting photos. Should I get like one of just like an inside of a cafe for now? I'll get like one of a city later.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I get the cafe, because I can get the city one while yous are all like inside the sort of like cafe.
But yeah,
Perfect.
I'll
I
just-
will steal this image from the internet. Like a gremlin.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, let's probably
shoot
just slowly
the owner.
guide this pup towards the cafe.
I don't want it to be a WebMP, you
Making sure
piece
to
of
try
shit.
and making sure to try and take like a path through without bumping into anyone.
Yeah.
Making sure to
So,
look back.
for fuck's sake, I don't want it to be a WebMP file, you fat sack.
And you seem to be really struggling with MP.
Everything wants to be fucking WebMP. Fuck it, I'm taking a screenshot, you piece of shit.
A screenshot?
Yeah. Browse. Where the fuck is it? Okay, hold on, I need to go actually add it to the fucking folder, because I do not want to fucking navigate this shit without being able to see. I'm also gonna steal this picture.
Do we want to, like, meet Sylvaner's character on the way there? That way we can have something happening while you're figuring this out.
I think that's up to Sylvaner more or less, because wasn't it they had met in the cafe before?
It was outside. It was on the way
Was it
there.
outside? Oh, it was on the way there, wasn't it? Oh, there we go. That's a cafe. Yeah, we'll be able to do that. Let's see. So whereabouts will this happen? He's walking in, you go past it, you go towards the cafe. You know what? Roll me a perception check, both of you. Both Scuachu and Ryan.
Rolling so badly.
You rolled me on.
So it's perception, which is 2 again. For the influence, will, and comprehension, we'll figure out what to do with that later.
Stop.
I got 13.
Well then.
Hey, I'm blind as fuck!
You forget the fact that you have a body. You think you're just astrally projected there. You forget the fact that you actually exist. For a moment, you believe you're a rock.
As you were trying to
Died,
find
campaign's
the
over.
yeah, as you were trying to find the cafe, you not only forgot what a cafe is, but you forgot how to breathe.
You forgot the very idea of existing.
Roll me a saving.
At least you're not the one trying to navigate. You're just gonna follow me.
Yeah, hold on, so... Well, yeah, but this is also for other things, to see if they could notice anything around the place and stuff.
Yeah. But I got 13, which is 7 plus 6.
13, yeah, you're able to find a cafe, you're able to see a couple of the other basic shops, you know, some people are in blacksmiths, others are just, you know, selling off random junk that they've got. Others are selling raw materials, or things like rope and stuff. And you are also able to find Sylvaner's character, so they don't accidentally scare the living shit out of you, and they couldn't scare the shit out of Scuachu's character, because they quite literally are on a different plane of existence right now. They are not intact with the human world anymore.
I,
So I
I
noticed
don't
them
think
before
there's
she-
anywhere that sells food here.
What?
As far as you're aware, you don't even know if food exists anymore. But yeah, this is Sylvaner's character. I now need to find their thingy. Hold on, there we go. Perfect. There we go.
Wait, why is it still funnier?
But yeah, this is Sylvaner's character.
I still don't have an image. I will get one eventually, maybe.
That is.
Possibly.
If
The
so,
delightable.
you were like, didn't you like send something about like what your character looked like somewhat before, like a bit ago?
Wait, just take a picture of the whiteboard drawing I drew. The really bad one.
Whereabouts? Where the fuck can I find that?
Actually, wait, is it still here? Is it? Where is it? Is it on?
It should still
Whiteboard.
be here.
Does the
Whiteboard.
whiteboard get saved?
It gets saved
yeah,
unless
yeah,
it's inactive for 90 days, and it resets.
Is it
Hold on.
this whiteboard or is it the
It's
whiteboard the
this
other
one.
I think
'Cause I remember.
Fuck it, launch. Hold on.
It is this one. Hi.
Don't know where I've gone.
I can't move around. I need to plug in my mouse.
I've
Hold
heard
on.
Alan Tuxedo.
I think I put an Among Us in here somewhere. This is blank.
See my attempt at drawing your character on the left, except I couldn't really. I kind of just started drawing a person.
Hold on, there we go. So yeah, I can take a screenshot of it and we can use that as your thingy
Awesome.
for the meantime, both in thingy and all.
Probably move our cursors away from it so he can get a screenshot.
So which one? The one here? This here?
Yeah. That one's my attempt at trying to draw Sylvaner's character.
Can I
but
full
just-
screen this more? There we go.
just scroll wheel if you can.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get like my full-on, like full thing. Okay, that's gonna get the UI. Can I hide the UI at all?
I can just take a small screenshot around the character and set the full thing.
No, I'll just zoom out slightly. Get this. There we go.
Well, anyways, if you want to describe your character while we're...
Hey,
There we go.
you could draw Lucky in a pentagram.
There we go. So I've got that. I will go and update your thingy-mabobber right now. Your like reaction thing.
I can't, I'm not on...
Don't worry, don't
I'm not
worry.
on mobile, so I'm
Don't
struggling
worry,
a little bit.
you can do... I've got the
can't do
screenshot,
them
don't
all.
worry. I've got the screenshot, don't worry. Where is it? Where is it gone now? Took a screenshot of it, where the fuck is it? There it is.
He's being cancelled.
There we go.
He's
So,
stuck. He's stuck.
It might not be the best showing up thing in the world, but it is there, and I need to actually add that to the other one before I forget. Yeah, it definitely works a bit better than a literal fucking circle as a placeholder. That's for sure. Yeah, there's no...
It's not as drawn in like a light color because it's white mostly.
Yeah. If worst comes to worst, I can edit it in, I can edit it in Krita while user... Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's not, like, the hardest visibility, on Thingy. It kind of
This part was the reason
is...
why my PNGs were fricked and weren't transparent.
Okay, so... Yeah, while Sylvana and User are now all interacting, I will go and edit the setting to make it so that it is a bit easier to see it on, like, its background and stuff. Yeah, you're able to go ahead with roleplay and acting and all that stuff while I do this.
Okay.
Where, Indie Cafe?
No, that's just the background that I got.
Here.
Cause yeah, so you
Probably,
are...
like, pretty close to
You are
mountain.
you are close to the cafe. You'd be about like, what's the best way to describe it? It'd be all of like a minute
One or
most
two
if
blocks.
you
a few
like
blocks away.
if you were to like walk slowly. It would be like a 5-minute walk sort of a thing. Like it isn't actually that far away at all.
It's also like 2
So
blocks
probably
away.
like a few
Yeah.
blocks, like one, to like 3.
You can quite literally see the building from like where you're standing. You can see the little signs for it and all. Okay, so I need this color. And then hopefully this just works. It does just fucking work, hell yeah. So yeah, if you just want to go ahead and acting stuff, feel free to do so.
Okay.
Social
Stop this exchange.
social interactions. So now your characters walked up just kind of like how in the first session your character had and stuff. And Brain's character had noticed you. They didn't get scared shitless. Scuachu's character couldn't get scared from you suddenly appearing because they are on another plane of existence right now, essentially tripping megaballs because they got a nat 1 and therefore do not understand the concept of reality.
I don't think I'm tripping balls. I think I just don't think this place has anywhere, like, the city has anywhere food related.
It doesn't exist.
Like, any food vendors.
You need to brush.
Probably more distracted in trying to follow me because I'm kind of small than paying
Probably
attention
just
to anything
following you
else.
because you've got food. And food means
Yeah.
food. No, but yeah, either way,
So I assume-
You right and you right.
either way, the characters are interacting and stuff now. How you want to start this interaction is up to use. There's not really any rush. Just do as it would work. Words are hard. I guess so, yeah, replace
Who would
it.
start the conversation?
Most
So
like,
what, maybe?
most
You're
likely,
approaching?
it would either be Sylvana, because they're approaching, or it'd be Rain, because they notice Sylvana approaching. Either or is technically correct. That's a bit of a problem. I've accidentally erased the foot. because it was not fully connected down there, but that should be everything, and then I can...
Lunar, do you want to start?
I mean, I could do
Or,
the same
or
thing I did last time. Honestly, right now I'm trying to think of something different, but I can't.
If you can't really think of anything different, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine.
if you want, I could start and see if you want to build off. How did that build off?
Sure.
Oh, hello. Are you approaching me to speak or just to ask for directions?
Oh, I see. Okay. You know, I did not notice the detail of I am currently approaching you. That's the idea?
Yes.
Yeah, so
assume
the
that's what was
the
going on.
perception check,
Menacing
the
intent.
perception check was for both being able to look around the place for a bit later, but it was also to see if like they would be able to see Sylvana's character approaching. Sorry if I did not make that clear enough.
No, I just missed it, probably. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not really
He's
much of a
approaching
rush.
with menacing aura.
Oh fuck. Oh no. They got 50 million raid power. Ah, no. Yeah, they're coming back. No. I think that is ever. Nope, there's more fucking gaps. God damn it. No, that's the eraser.
I still don't understand the bucket tool and critter.
Oh, I do. It's, so the bucket tool, quite literally, it will fill in the entirety of a color that it can reach. If there's gaps in a thing, it will fill in with those gaps as well. What I'm needing to do is I need to fill in those gaps, because those gaps are making the fucking inside of things also fill in with, like, emptiness, which I don't want.
That is not how a bucket tool worked when I was trying to use it, but okay.
And clearly you were using it wrong.
Using it wrong.
Well, yeah.
It was just
It's either
filling
that...
the entire layer.
Well, yeah, if you've not got a layer...
Layer?
If you've not got a layer selected, like if you've got, like, just a blank layer and you use it, it will just...
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. It's fine.
And if you've even got, like, a single pixel gap, it will fucking go haywire. It will just go
Does it have
crazy.
color?
I assume it was for some reason for me.
No. It's got a size, whatever the fuck that means. It's got an opacity. I think... I don't... Okay, yeah, it's just a background. Cool, so... That is the background now gone. Hopefully this fucking works, please, for the love of Christ. Place that...
Then I get saved. Fee.
Anyway, back to attempting to roleplay.
Back to the shit at hand. Can the fucking images please load, for the love of Christ? There we go.
Alright. Anyway,
You can do the same as before, you can do something new. Either way. You wanna...
But probably don't use a gun.
If you somehow fucking pull out a gun, all the more power to you.
I have a gun.
Oh. Hold on, I might need
just started
to...
a duel.
Oh god, fuck nuts.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, I just realized if I talk. Oh no, I fucked up the image. The sub image. Fuck.
Hmm?
If I talk, you can see like a shade of green that's different.
Can you? Hold on.
You can, yeah.
Oh, I need to go. I need to go into OBS quickly. Hold on, do it for a
What are you
moment.
talking about?
There's like the
Oh, yeah.
face is
Yeah,
ever
yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah,
slightly
yeah.
more
Don't worry,
green.
don't worry.
I dropped the wrong color. Hold
Don't
on, I
worry.
can
No,
fix that.
no, it's good.
Oh, I
Don't worry.
see.
I can do it. I can do it. If you just want to focus on D&D, I can do it for you. It's okay.
How is that not the same color? Either way, there we go.
Do I not have the
I've
accurate
solved
color for
global warming. I've saved for the day.
Sub just got a little bit like
They got a little bit sick.
reverse tanned.
Reverse tan. Malnourished, I think that word is.
Oh dear.
Vitamin D deficient.
Alright, that fixes that. Now what about this one? Does this one also need that same thing? It will. Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up now, just while we remembered, so that way we can get this all done.
Face.
Hmm?
Face.
There we go. So then
Face.
I go into here, and I go into here.
Phase.
This should now have the updated version where there is no slight coloration. Correct? Okay, so if you want... Yeah, if you want to just talk and stuff, I'm just looking at it in here.
Quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
There we go. It is functional. Now I will also fix your actual D&D thing, because I think it's also going on here, although the lighting is fucking annoying. Is there anything in here that gives me like a full-on fucking lamp? Is there a lamp item in here?
Selena, do you want to respond to my thing or just...
So, don't worry.
Let's get on with the roleplay.
Yeah, you can keep going. Don't mind me talking absolute fucking nonsense half the time.
I think it'd make more sense for him to engage the conversation. Or to initiate, sorry.
Why is it black? Why is there no lighting here? Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, shit, that reminds me, I need to grab the thing.
Background, custom. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. What about the menu? Configuration, graphics. Shadow quality. What do I say very low? Oh no.
Alright.
Very low shadows
No.
does nothing, but that's fine, I'll just keep it like
Get it
that.
moving. Alright.
Yeah,
so
just keep
I
going.
approach villains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, sorry, you're just talking a lot. It's like weird. Anyway.
I can mute if needed. Hmm.
Okay. I approach. And I ask. Excuse me. Are there any magical artifact vendors around here?
Magical artifact vendors? I'm not as familiar with this town, but I believe there's one more into the center of the town. It has a sign outside. You should probably notice it. It's sort of like a potion bottle with blue magic swirls around it. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. So, you'll probably have to just walk in that direction and ask around.
Ah. Thank you very much. Actually,
No,
wait
it's
one
good.
moment. Hold on.
Yeah, it looks good to me. Yeah, I'll turn that up slightly. I will turn that up slightly. I will turn that
Could you
down.
roll me a perception check,
Okay.
please? Thank you. You just need a one.
Does anyone to stop?
You can stop.
14.
That's 12. Oh no, wait, that's right.
Yeah, you got plus 2. You got plus 2.
Do I recognize that Sylvaner as an owl?
Yeah, you can recognize that.
Well, actually, I don't want to play this.
Is this like the thing to do with like maybe
if I notice he's there.
with like vultures potentially?
Nah, because I think I might change that role to just see if I notice he's there. Do I notice he's there? I imagine I do.
Yeah, you can now notice he's there. You're done tripping balls thinking you're now a rock that's floating in water.
Okay, grand.
Yeah, you're able to now tell
Are
they're
you
there.
a moth?
Wait, who's that
Wait.
directed to?
My
That's for Silva now. To figure out the bird. Oh, I just realized
moth,
I
you
should
say?
write notes.
Are you a moth? My mommy won't let me play with the moths.
I'm an owl.
What's an owl?
Yeah, one. Well, they're birds. I suppose.
Like the gas giant things?
Yeah.
With the
Wait,
huge
do I know
spiky
what?
weapons?
Do I know what he's talking about? What gas giant thing?
You'd be able to get a slight semblance of like like somewhat idea, but from this description that they've given so far, you couldn't really pin it as like the vulture from Rainworld sort of a thing. You can somewhat guess it's a sort of like rough thing to do with you being a bird and it put together being some sort of large predatory animal. Like you're slowly starting to put the pieces together.
I should preface this as well, because I realize without me saying this, no one's going to fucking know. Whenever Red, like, talks, he's, like, very bodily expressive. Like he's moving around, like, a lot, his body. It's
So like masked superheroes, they talk with their body.
Sort of. It's all intentional movements, but he is moving a lot.
Like a game of charades.
I mean, close enough.
No, but it's like that sort of like, designated sort of movement sort of a thing. Like, it's coordinated to this thing they're trying to like telegraph.
And when he was like when he was saying like "Are you?" to Silvano, he like placed his hand on his foot.
On his own foot or on Sylvanus?
Silvano's foot.
Okay. I'm slightly confused. They're like on their own foot? Why would they do that?
Yeah, no,
No, but yeah.
Silvano's.
No, but yeah, that does make sense. Quite expressive body language. Talks with gestures and words, try and convey a message.
I will attempt not to move. But I'll respond to that. So I have vaguely an idea what he's talking about. Is that the
You're able to guess from the fact that like you are like mostly like a bird sort of a thing. They refer to you like sort of like moth sort of an idea,
okay.
and then
Yeah,
sort of like gas. Like you can get an idea that they're on about something large, but not quite the vulture from Rainworld yet, just based off the description. But you've got like a rough idea of what they're trying to like get at, but you can't like really pinpoint it, sort of a thing. It's like that sort of like tip on your tongue sort of sensation.
Okay, so
And now it is silent.
sure. I turn to Valence and say,
This child's crazy.
what pronoun would I use for sub?
I hate him. Just it, I guess.
It?
Well, they.
I guess I'll use
I
they.
guess you would go like it'll there.
I turn to Valence and I just ask, are they yours?
No. I'm currently trying to find their colony, I suppose.
I don't know where my mommy is.
Yeah. They're also a bit hungry, so I was going to bring them to the local cafe. Or at least the closest one that I knew of.
see. Excuse me, but I've heard of a fairy around here, around these forests, that often guide people through. I'm not Englishing right now.
It's contagious.
Hold on. Restart. I've heard of.
Okay, what the fuck
Restart
is my dog?
sentence real
We
quick.
start the whole campaign.
Yeah, it's the whole campaign. I mean, I already did it. Might as well do it again. Every time somebody makes a single mistake, restart the whole campaign.
Every time someone
That's
makes a
the rule.
single mistake, we change the entire campaign. We are no longer doing Dragon
Yep.
Kart. We are now miners underground.
Yep.
We have found a Tarask. Good luck.
Oh god.
I had to get the dog
I've
back
heard
in.
of
Just had to let dog back in. And then I just
Oh
came
yeah,
back and
you
everything.
still have the Krita overlay.
Oh.
On.
You can just
Also,
turn
you
this.
spelled my name wrong.
Huh.
But you know what? That's actually kind of funny.
I'll probably like correct it later. It's like close enough to it that you can understand who it is. Because I'm just writing notes while I remember to do this, because I just realized.
Actually, you know what? That's
It'll
how
be
some
needed.
people just pronounce my name. So you know what? It's correct.
Oh, I've added a H in, I see.
that is just how some people pronounce my name.
No,
Just
because like,
Scuachu.
no, but, like I've also like I've done it correctly, like everywhere else, and then
Like twice.
and then I've done it wrong here.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's
If that finger the key.
I think it's more out of habit. I'm used to doing like a
I
lot
mean,
of
the
like
H is right next to the U, so it makes sense.
yeah.
Anyway, back to role playing. Again.
Yeah, like keep doing stuff. Don't mind me being a fucking idiot. And doesn't mean go silent.
Ah, you want us to leave? I understand.
No, you kind of have to like if you're gonna roleplay, you kind of have to do something known as talking.
Just waiting for someone to respond to say something because you said reset.
I think he's like trying to formulate the sentence in his head.
No. I have it. Sorry, I just.
But he's just making us wait then.
I've heard around these parts that there was a fairy that guide people through these forests. Would that happen to be you?
I suppose so. I haven't really heard about these rumors though. I do help people around the forest. And I believe I'm the only fairy nearby. So
Sorry, I didn't catch that last part. What did you say?
Oh, I said that I do help people around, and I think I'm the only fairy nearby. So I suppose yes.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, it was just a little unclear coming through
I also
Discord.
completely forgot that I was a fairy. I thought I was a moth for like a good bit.
If you don't mind the intrusion, may I invite you for lunch? Is lunch reasonable? I'm like
Suppose so.
grilling over details right now, but
No, you're moving way too fast.
It's 9 p.m.
no, I'm just like
It
it's
is
9 p.m.
midnight.
Oh.
It is midnight. What are you doing?
No. It's okay. He's buying lunch for yesterday.
No, yeah.
It makes sense. Trust me.
It would be some point around like, let's see, what sort of time? Roughly, maybe like 12:50, 1 p.m. or so. So it'd be a, like slightly later lunch, but it would still be roughly around lunch. Yeah. Why is there an ambulance outside?
If I'm not intruding too much, could I invite you to lunch at this cafe and
So,
discuss
although I already
something?
ate a snack earlier, but you could probably get something for this pup to eat. They seem.
But there isn't any food places nearby.
Yes, you see that building over there with the little circle with the swirl in it?
No.
That's a food place.
You're not here to. Just a no.
Don't worry. If you follow me, I'll lead you to it.
Okay. He like jumps up and down while he says it.
I'm still just filling out note
I guess
stuff.
we'll start heading towards the cafe.
Yeah, you're able to make it to the cafe. It's not really that much further of a walk.
Oh yeah, I forget cafe is spelled with an accent on the E.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that as well. I don't like it a lot. Because I'm used to seeing about it. But, like, now that I know how to
Cafe has an
access...
accent.
Now that I have access to that, like, letter, I'm gonna fucking use it. I've now
you can
learned.
spell Pokemon correctly.
Yes! The thing is that I actually added it to my, like, autocorrect so it stopped telling me that I spelled it wrong, because I didn't know how to get the accent, and I didn't want to right-click it to give it the accent every time.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I've learned a new ability and I'm gonna fucking use it. But yeah, you are able to enter the cafe reasonably well. I say reasonably because, well, yeah. Like, you know, getting around all the people and stuff like that, just opening the door. All sorts of people going on all over the place. Just general social shit. But yeah, you're able to get into the cafe. Doors open as normal.
There was a cafe, you were right.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's like the power of eyesight.
Yeah.
So, that's this. I'm gonna just skip the whole door shenanigan, because although that was really fucking funny, that was a whole...
How many doors are there?
Make an intimidation check, see if you're allowed to open this door.
How many back-to-back sliding doors do we have to open to get inside this
How many
cafe?
revolving doors are there?
Let's he can talk.
There's like 3 revolving doors, but they're all like interlocked like a fucking cog system.
No, it's all just the exact same one, you just don't know how to get to the others yet. Like, you'll go, like, out one way, and then you'll come back in to go into the next one and spin it around once, and then you'll just do it again.
And this goes on for like 10 minutes, so that, like Lucky has to come over and like guide us through the fucking door.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you just step out the other side.
You're all vampires. You can't come in unless invited.
They have to start, like, spinning it to power up the door enough to get in.
Oh, dear.
No, but yeah.
We walk in.
You're able to get into the building. I'm hearing noises.
Find a spot. Find a spot to sit down.
Yeah, he's able to find pretty easily just a nice open spot. There's a couple other people already at tables and stuff like that. But yeah, you're able to find an area easy enough. And with that, after a few moments or so, Loki's character appears. I need to get rid of the fucking rules. It's not really rules, it's... Jesus.
So where are we at in the cafe?
So...
Are we seated? Are we standing somewhere? Are we about to seat?
Yous are seated. Fuck it. Over
Did
here.
souvenir say that you were going to seat? No.
Yeah, they were going to seats, they've made it to their seats, and when they get to their seats, that's when you would start to head over.
Yeah.
Okay, well I guess I guess like somebody be looking at Silvera's character and just like Zarvi's just like he's like mildly jumping.
The sort of like thing of like, wanting uppies and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yes, like, hold on.
But he doesn't call them uppies. He doesn't have a word for it. So it's just
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of this. Oh, let me see.
Oh, my
Yeah.
mic did not pick
Yeah,
up
yeah,
that
yeah,
voice.
yeah.
Going high pitch is not a good idea.
If you look at like the sort of like gourmand area where the pups are,
No, like I said, no. He doesn't have his. I guess he doesn't have his arms up, but his arm is like going like. Oh, how the fuck would I describe that arm movement? It's like, so take like your arm for example.
Praise the sun.
No. So take your arm for example, put it like in front of you and like down at like a 45-degree angle, and then move it to the other side. To like another 45-degree angle. He's like doing that over and over again. Well,
What
So-
does other side mean?
Like
Like
from
they're
in
trying to
front of you
flap
to
their
behind
arms,
you.
but like in front of them.
so arms are out at a 45-degree angle.
So he's
So
like
it's like a
walking. Okay, interesting.
Pretend he has like an invisible cane. That's sort of what he's doing with his arms. But at like specifically 45-degree angles.
I think I kind of understand what you're on about.
Like I said, these movements are
doing
going to
this
seem
with
sporadic,
sign
but they do
language?
have a purpose.
Yeah.
Are you doing the slug cat sign language?
You will find out soon, maybe.
Because if so, I have thieves' cant, which technically would
Oh,
count.
oh shit.
Oh,
Holy fuck.
So I would know what
Slug
you're
sign
saying.
language?
Well, that's its own entire thing, cause how exactly would Slugcat sign language work? Because by technicality, it isn't basic sign language. It uses the entire body to do it.
Yeah.
Thieves'
It's more
Cat
like a-
specifically is a language that is like it's a language in which you can use like little like body movements or like words that you can slip into it to send a message. So I'd probably be able to like vaguely figure out what if you're doing some sort of sign
But
language.
isn't it then its own, like, lingo?
It is. Well, yeah, it's not like small little signs that could be done. You are literally like, hold on a minute. I think like one of them is literally the Slugcat flopping side to side. Like that's not like a small amount of movement. That's entire fucking movement. Like holy fuck.
Yeah, but isn't like all the small movements like basically like body language and lingo for thieves or something?
I don't know.
Because that's how I understand it.
Hold on, let me find this. Hold on. Slugcat sign language.
There's a whole video that I saw.
I found a picture for it.
They have a picture for it.
Like, a few of them would be small things, but a few of them were like, your entire body is moved for an entire gesture itself.
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't answer my question though.
No, but this is like where the thing comes in. What exactly would we determine being a thing that would be a small thing compared to a large thing?
That still doesn't answer my question.
What?
Like, isn't it lingo?
Yeah.
Like a different type of vocabulary of sign language?
I guess so. Well, Thieves' Cat's kind of just sign language is a part of it. I don't really know how to describe Thieves' Cat. I guess we can just count this as a different thing then.
Well, thieves
That's like saying
thieves
you know
can't.
sign language when only you know like Australian sign language, for example. Because like Australian and American sign language are different.
No, Thieves' Cat's kind of just a secret language, actually.
Well, no, the way I would see
Okay, so
it,
yeah, it's its
the way
own
the way I
language.
would see it is thieves' cant is a set number of like sort of like gestures that you would use to sneak in secret messages, but it isn't sign language in a way. It's something you would put in with sign language to put across a secret message.
Okay, so I see what you mean. Yeah. So it's like code words or some shit.
Yeah.
Like the fox is in the coop.
In that case,
type
then
shit.
probably not. Then I wouldn't know what you were doing.
You would only really be able to get what you could see from the gesture itself, but you wouldn't be able to understand its meaning. Like, if something's waving, like, let's say, they're doing, like, the follow thing in here, all you would see is them waving. You wouldn't really know what, they're waving for, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Without, like, direct sort of ideas of what it would be.
Fair.
But yeah.
Okay.
Are you asking for uppies?
What are uppies?
Basically, someone picks you up and puts you on their back, or like just picks you up.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, I cannot help with that. I'm a bit small,
Weak.
And I don't want to use a spell slot.
That's kind of why I'm doing it to Silver now.
Doing it to the one I can't actually lift.
Is he slimy?
Are we gonna start this whole fucking debate?
Like an otter, like their fur is
I want
wet.
to say they're just like otter.
Like an otter? Okay.
Are we gonna say otter or like a duck sort of a thing? Like, are we gonna say like, you know, about like this sort of like blubber of like a duck sort of a thing, or otter fur and
Really
stuff?
dry, or just
I
like
don't
lightly
really
wet.
know the fur of an otter. I need to look that up.
Otters are just
It's
they're
like
like
slate.
fur is like really like thick because like per like square whatever the frick it's a lot. So basically, the amount of fur keeps the water out. So their body doesn't get wet and it's warm, but the fur is still getting wet a little bit on the ends.
Yeah, the outs.
yeah,
It's
I
like
think it'd be like that.
think of it like
Which, it's like
waterproof. Think of it like waterproof material. The outside of it is getting, you know, like soaked and stuff like that, but everything underneath of it isn't.
That's so cute!
Did you find an otter pup?
I
The
did!
man has found out about otters.
I think specifically otter pups.
Yes.
Yeah, that basically, the otter pup's fur would basically be sub's fur.
You should just randomly post that picture in your server val context. See what happens.
See Otter Mum and Baby by Susie. Last name Minden Pictures.
No, but yeah,
So cute.
there we go. It's
Fucking cute!
yeah. So because I don't think it's like rained at any sort of point, like they're not going to be damp either. So they are just fuzz. They are just fluff. Can't believe it. We've allowed Scuachu to find otters. Oh, but yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Sub is still like making noise. It's like,
I just scoop him up and and put him next to Rain. Valence.
Valence is
Thank
still
you.
like Valence isn't really.
Just
You're on the floor?
Just like
He on the floor.
You just fucking relocated like a chess piece. I'm gonna move from one bench to
Valence is either on the floor or hovering at like mid-level between you and Scuachu's character. So,
So in
they're
other words,
just
what you're
floating.
saying is he picks me up and then drops me.
Wait, are you not at the table? Are you on the table? Where exactly are
Fine
you?
next to by the table, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna put him in
I
a
probably
seat,
would just stand on the
close
table.
the seat to
actually.
yours.
I'm about to put every motherfucker inside the table in a moment. It is
I'll
basic.
be, like, standing
There is
on the
basic
table.
fucking feeding arrangements. It should not be this
Are we at
difficult.
booth or are we at chairs?
I
sit
assume
on
we're in
table.
a
Does it make much of a difference?
Yes.
So if I sat on the
How
chair, I
would-
would not see.
How would it change if you're in a booth? Both of them are still low. You're below a table. I don't see how a chair would make much of a difference compared to a booth for a height. Like, is this for the thing of
that's
like
my
not?
question.
Is this for the thing of like knocking over a chair then?
Are we in a booth?
Sure, fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, we're in a booth then.
Just necessity say, fuck it, you're in a booth. Fucking back corner and shit like that, like before as well.
I like sit there for like 5 seconds and then I start making the gestures again because my head can't go over the table. I try and like jump up onto it.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Do I jump up?
I am
Do
like,
just fall?
you know what, fuck it, yeah, hold on, let's see. What in here would be sort of things for acrobatics? Hold on, let's see.
It's either acrobatics or athletics. I think it might be.
There's nothing in here that you've got for that, so I guess it's just a straight up D20, because I don't think willpower is going to help you in here. I don't think your influence will help, nor your comprehension. I don't think reading will allow you to, you know, like, whatever.
Your comprehension's a bit more than reading, right? That's literature, not reading.
Well, yeah, even then, I still don't think it's going to help you much in this situation.
Oh, you can stop. You just need to do it once.
18.
Alright, sick, I make it up actually. I
Fuck
actually
yeah.
make it up almost a 20, Jesus.
If you got a 20, it's just going to make it so the table, like, fully lowered to match your height.
It just fucking lowered itself. Oh god.
It was
Oh,
either,
like,
it
I
was
guess
either
I
that,
jumped up onto
it was
the
either
table.
that or the booths themselves would rise up to meet the table. Or a mixture of both.
We like discover it's like electrical or like steam powered and it can like raise itself.
The walls just open up and reveal like a like small little set of stairs that allow you to climb up onto the table perfectly normal. Like, totally fine.
No, it's like this fucking stair elevators where you like sit just like
Yeah, a fucking a fucking escalator. Escalator? Escalator. Is a I can't say words.
Escalator.
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 Because you escalate.
We're going up.
Yes, that is what I have done. I'm now on the table.
You have risen to a new level of elevation.
I now sit on the table.
Wow. They've done it. They've managed to sit.
Crazy.
Holy fuck.
Cue the MLG music.
Oh. No, but yeah, as everybody gets into the fucking booth, you climb up onto a table. Lucky ends up coming over now. As well, people are now
Yes.
settled into the booth. This is a whole
Alright.
shebang.
So I walk on over. Yeah, I walk on over. And I
Holy
hand
shit, he
over-
walked on over.
Yeah, I look at the 3 occupants in the booth. I see Sylvanir or Tilhoun. I see Valens, and I see Sub. I'm a little taken aback at the sight of Sub because he is such a small being, and I'm not used to seeing such small creatures. That form.
Bruh.
Tiny.
A small creature.
Yeah. I'm slightly taken aback, but I maintain professional composure, and I look straight at Tilhoun and say, I guess it would be, it's like, what?
Are you the parent here? You look the oldest. Are you responsible for these children?
You
Well,
look
sure, that's a
about
grown man.
my
He
height,
might be
so,
the
you know,
oldest of the group.
You look
look the most
literally the
responsible
most
here, so-
mature. You look like you're the
without
best at
saying
punting
that, of
children.
course, I say, good afternoon, dear guests. How could I help you today?
I'm hungry.
Well, I'm gonna say good afternoon, but
Yeah?
do I get a menu, or I'm just gonna ask for something? What's the
I
situation?
mean, I
Yeah, he
guess.
just leaves.
Yeah, I guess.
He's like, "Hello."
I can hand you a menu. I can hand you a menu. Yeah.
It's like, hey man, long time no see.
did not
I'm heading
think
out
of
now.
Okay.
I grabbed a single menu because I did not see the other 2 occupants all the way from the counter because the booth covers up the small.
Fair enough. I'm gonna look for anything Elvin, I guess, on the
Yeah.
menu.
And I guess while you do that, I will go get another menu for Valens and Sub.
Here's a question: is there a kids menu?
Is that a kid's menu?
No, it's a cafe, not a restaurant.
Man,
Yeah.
I just imagine, like, you know, just you have 2 kids menus, you just give one to the pup and then you give one, like, you know, Rain's character, and it's like, you know, although they look small, they are not a child.
I don't look like a child.
Yeah,
I
you fit the
noticed that
size.
Lucky is transparent, and I think it's really cool. So I like try to like go walk up to her, like touch her, like, wow, I can see through you. And, like, I keep
You're like
looking,
made of
and you can clearly
glass.
see- And you can clearly see that I'm like walking towards the edge at an unnerving pace.
Yeah.
You lose all sense of self-preservation and spatial awareness the second you see anything remotely interesting.
Can you
What
make
is
me a
my
roll for if I
spell?
walk off the edge?
Sure.
Valence will
Oh, jeez.
probably put like cast druid.
That's why I roll it a little bit, but yeah, there you go. You got a 4. So
No,
here's
yeah, I
here's
got
the
a
fun
4.
part. Here's the fun part. Does anybody want to try and catch them?
Yes, please.
I freaking fuck. I
Uh,
can't. I would have.
Cool.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna try and do like a little druid craft to try and like distract them away from the edge.
Well, here's the fun part. Here's the fun part. You can both try and do that to prevent them from falling off, be it distracting them or even catching them if one of you happen to fail.
Okay.
But make me so for the sort of distraction thing. Roll me a performance check with
Oh
disadvantage,
God.
and Sylvan.
Let's check.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage because they are already distracted with Lucky's person, with the fact that it's
I'm
semi-transparent.
enjoying playing sub much more than the Pikachu.
I'm gonna be honest, it's definitely a lot more interesting.
It's gonna
And
go
then,
naturally to me.
yeah, performance
Alright, then.
check with disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage. Fuck.
Yeah, and then Sylvana,
9.
make me a acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Roll for me.
I need to roll for you.
I need a new dice.
Would you like
Color
to?
dice.
Would you like to pick your dice? We got many options. There is the sort of like neon dice, I guess. There's thorny dice, and then there is the sort of metallic dice. They are all fundamentally the same.
Is there a silver one?
There is probably multiple silver ones. There is a kind of silver quality.
It's like the most chrome you're gonna get. Not really silver, but chrome.
There was another
I mean,
silver,
those
they're
ones in the
not.
back might be technically silver.
You're
Those
mostly.
ones.
Spiky ones? Nah.
Yeah, these are
Yeah,
known as
spiky
the.
ones.
Where the fuck did this D20 go?
Oh, it's literally silver. Oh.
I'm good on silver. I'll
So-
take the... Not the black one, but the one next to the black one.
This one?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Chrome.
Just roll the d20 twice.
Oh, I was just gonna like
Yeah,
This
it's
is the
disadvantage.
boom.
What does disadvantage mean?
Disadvantage.
You roll the
So
Lowest, take the lowest.
yeah, disadvantage is you roll 2d20 and you take the lowest value as the value you take. Advantage
And advantage
is the exact
is the
same, except you take the highest value.
Okay.
Pretty
It's the
much,
same but different.
pretty much. Disadvantage is something you don't want. Advantage is something you do want.
Is Lucky gonna do anything, or is he just gonna watch and laugh as the chart falls over?
Well,
I
for
mean,
the most part,
it's like,
what can you really expect him to do? There were
he's-
ghost. Well, I
I mean,
guess technically you could
he's
stop.
falling
I mean,
towards
he's like
me, so I
holding
guess I
like
would.
He was holding a
No.
menu, so I'd imagine he'd be able to catch me as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's falling towards me, so I would naturally like try to like catch him with my free hand. I guess.
And we will see with. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that was almost in that one. So. No, hold on. Do you have.
back towards the table?
I'm plus 2, so...
So you also got a 9.
Oh no, do I
So-
face plant?
Go on.
So wait.
So,
So,
do you-
Wait, no, I still.
Lucky, do you also want to try?
Oh yeah, Lucky still needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, that's
have
right,
one
but-
free hand.
Yeah,
He's
so.
falling towards me, so
If
I
you-
might
So
as
I
well
thought some of
try.
those dice was Lucky's dice.
What?
No,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
don't have reaction spells.
No.
Okay.
Alright, we'll copy your
So
dice.
what?
So, it would be.
So
Same thing, it would be the acrobatics check.
acrobatics. Okay.
Well,
I
let's
have
see.
a
So
plus
you've got like you're used to doing this stuff because you're also a waiter. You're used to having
Waiter,
like
I
quick
have one
reaction
free hand,
speed.
and,
Yeah, he's.
you know, sub is pretty small. He probably fits in my hand.
They would
Or
probably
at
fit
least
on your
most of them
tray.
fits in my hand. True.
All things
I'm not
considered.
carrying a tray. I'm carrying a menu.
Well, still.
Yes, again. Make
Well,
a perception
still.
check.
Well, still, just in general, like, you know, they would fit on a tray sort of a thing. It's like, you know, you're used to catching small objects to get onto a tray.
Yeah.
Your hand movements are going to be pretty coordinated. So yeah, just roll the standard dice. So no disadvantage, just
Right.
straight up, like,
All
roll
right.
with bonuses and
Alright,
stuff.
so an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Alright, let's roll. I don't have dice.
Cool, we will get
Oh,
you
yeah,
some
I
dice
did
then as
the
well.
cards because I was trying to distract
Yay, we get to see everyone's
Okay,
dice
hold
roll
on,
on
so
stream except Ray.
save objects.
you. I honestly probably could do on-stream dice because my dice are kind of awkward to roll because I don't have a dice tray.
We can always do that, we can get people each their own set of dice. Hold on.
Maybe one day I will get real dice.
So if I
Real
delete this
dice, I
dice
just
and then
pretty
I
straight.
delete
Don't
these
get
dice.
I will
from what I
probably
hear.
try and get a new set of dice at this con.
I will
Oh, that's
save
awesome.
these.
From what I hear,
The-
dice is like
the
Pokemon
dice
cards.
sets are
Do not
expensive.
start.
So I
Oh,
probably might
no,
not,
for some
but-
people.
Don't I already have a dice?
No,
no,
you,
I have two, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, it's in case of like disadvantage and stuff like that. It just gets two sets of them. It doesn't hurt to have spares. So yeah, I can get
I'm in
everybody.
physical pain because
Only
of this.
tiny dice,
I can
actually.
get everybody like a set of like dice and stuff like that. If I need to respawn dice, I will, but I kind of want to avoid that just so that we've got special dice for each person.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do lucky first, just so that way they've got a dice. So you've got the metal dice, the thorn dice, or the like neon dice.
Right.
From there, we can then go
for the,
in and like look at all the stuff for them.
Go to the metallic dice.
Metallics. Okay, I'm just gonna like
Yeah.
grab this line
Give me
right
those-
here. Just bring.
Yeah,
Oh,
give
fuck.
me those like sea salt colored. I guess it's the one next to the green ones to
This
the
one?
right.
Oh, seafoam?
Yeah,
Oh,
those
cool.
ones. Yeah, sea
Seafoam
salt.
green.
I call them sea salt because of sea salt ice cream, but
Oh. I was
Sea
like,
salt
seafoam
ice cream?
yeah, that exists. It's real.
Oh.
So I will do this. I will also increase their size again.
It's.
I-
It,
Is
I
it,
haven't
like,
tried it,
sweet
but
and
I-
salty?
yeah.
Huh. I think I might have had that before, but or at least I know what that tastes like. So I have
haven't
something
tasted it,
similar
but I
to
have
before,
seen
I
it a-
can't think of it.
I have seen it a lot, and I really like the color.
I don't think I've ever seen the color though. I think it's always just been white, like cream colored.
Okay, so there we go. I'm just
Oh, I'm thinking of
these
freaking
dice.
salty caramel.
So then we will save
Oh yeah,
these.
salted caramel is
as-
different.
Lucky dice. There we
I'm
go.
thinking of that as
So then we will just roll the standard
1d20.
d20, and then any other bonuses that you've got for it as well.
Yeah, I got a +1, I think, because it's dexterity, right? Yeah.
Oh, you got a
Oh,
14, and then plus one is
15.
15.
Ate shit.
Yeah, that plus Sylvanas assistance as well with like catching them. You are able to get them. You're both able to like grab them, sort of a thing.
I got him like
So
on
what's
top of the
happening?
menu.
So what's happening with me? Then if they
Scuachu-
both grab me.
Scuachu had fallen off the table, but before like hitting the ground, Lucky was able to actually grab you, while Sylvana was then able to like stabilize you fully, sort of a thing. Like, you know, get it more so it wasn't just more momentum falling. My brain's
I'm just
getting
thinking
confused.
you become a sandwich.
It's like sort of. So as you were falling,
Yeah.
Lucky had grabbed you, and with Sylvana as well, they were able to stop like the momentum, like faster and stuff like that. So you were able to be like grabbed again and put like back up to the table safely. You did not become. You did not become a stain on the floor.
So I have been grabbed.
You've been successfully grabbed and unharmed.
Okay, cool.
You are not going to cause a cleanup problem.
Alright, so
You're gonna fucking splatter us.
Well, yeah, you would probably get a nosebleed if you landed nose first onto the fucking ground. Like,
you are quite small. It is quite a big fall.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of a dialogue
so-
right now. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I keep forgetting
Yeah,
what I
no,
want to
so-
say.
But like, yeah, as I guess Sylvaneer grabs you, I let him grab you and put you on the table. I say, esteemed guest, please, or I guess not like that, but like, please do try to keep the little
Please be a
ones
bit
under
more
control.
careful. Good enough.
But you look really cool.
Do we want to get Rain? Do we want to sort out your dice as well right now, just while we're doing it?
No, I'm not rolling my dice because I want to turn off the lights. My head is hurting.
I'll give Sub like a small smile and I'll say thank you very much.
Why can I see through you?
Then I'll ignore that comment and I'll turn
I don't want to tell them about the woes of death just yet.
No, I guess I'll turn to Valence, and I'll give her the menu that I brought.
What the fuck are you seeing shadows? Why are there no shadows? Oh, cause yeah, I turned them
And
off.
then I'll turn back to Sylvanir and say, please take your time. And then I'll just go off back to the counter.
Now the problem is, Sub doesn't really learn his lesson. He's very oblivious, so he tries to walk to you. What's your again?
No, motherfucker.
Well, now the people are.
And the legend of the table.
Yeah, you're able to do that beforehand, cause you would have noticed the signs of them immediately fucking trying it again.
Wait, what's Rain doing, sorry?
Getting in front of the way, making sure that you do not decide to
okay.
walk off the table again. Although that would be a very funny idea to me, very amusing. Yeah.
And I'm like looking at Rain, and I'm like pointing at like, he's like, look, you can see through him!
He's made of glass!
Yes, that is true.
This motherfucker got fake J's!
On, dude.
That was just so fucking quick!
This motherfucker got fake J's!
It was like... It was the second you seen the opportunity to make the joke, your brain immediately took it without a second thought.
Oh, that's so funny to me!
Oh.
Oh, there's obviously
Okay.
something actually said that, but fucking hell, it's funny.
It set itself up to be like that. But yeah, Rain, do we want to do... Do we want to get your dice also just done right now? So that way all dice are done and stuff?
Should probably get Rain's dice set.
Okay, so do you want the neon, the Soren, or the metal?
A neon, I guess.
You want neon? Fair enough. What color?
Yellow, because it's like my character's eyes.
You would like yellow. Cool.
The character's eyes are orange.
Now they're yellow.
That's yellow?
There.
That's like orange.
Yeah, that's yellow.
It's a warmer yellow. It's more orangey yellow, but I consider it yellow.
Fair enough.
It's more lamp yellow than it is piss yellow.
Lamp yellow? I've never heard that description before.
Well, you know, lamps have like
Do you
a sort of
have
like...
lamps?
Yeah, I've got a fucking lamp. Do I need to go turn it
He was
on?
talking to me. I think he was asking if I have a lamp. But no, I don't actually.
Okay, hold on. Do I need to go,
That
like...
explains things.
Do I need to, like, join in, like, on my phone and then, like, go to my lamp, turn it on, and show you what I mean?
We're getting
No.
distracted. There's not much time
Alright,
left. Hurry.
Yeah.
Well, keep on going then. It's easier to roleplay.
Alright, well, I...
Thank you for the menu. Hey, wait, I never got your name, Pup.
Oh, my name is Sub.
Oh, so, you see this, like, menu here?
Yeah?
It has food on it. You can pick what food you want.
I want food.
Yeah, just pick a food that on here, and you'll get it soon when it's prepared.
Sub's like staring at the menu. He's like sitting there for like a minute trying to figure out what it says.
Can you read?
And like
The baby
and then like when he says like I want this one, he's like pointing at something that just says this is vegan. Like it's just he's like pointing at the legends, it just says like vegan free or something. He says I want this one.
Not an item.
How do you just
That's
tell
an
me?
item.
Read. Can you? It's not it's not a food that can be gotten.
This one, and he like points under it. It's like dairy free.
Okay. So
Gluten filled.
okay. So these ones, Valence will like start pointing, like having their like finger like drag across like where like the food is, you're like pointing down, like if you were like look using your finger to like check down like a list of things.
Yeah.
These ones are the different foods that you can get.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Like for example, there's this. Well, some of these are also drinks, and Valence will point over to where the drinks are.
I want this one. He's like pointing towards the logo.
I said, I mean, you know the ones I was pointing to? Those are the correct ones.
Ah. What do they look like?
What?
What do they look like?
That's a good question. You know what? Lucky's character still here?
I mean, I'm at the counter, but if you like go above the
Valence will
booth,
probably
I can
fly
see
over.
you.
Oh no, yeah, because I was just about to say some would probably like try and take the menu, like try like climb down from the table to go and talk to Lucky.
Stay here for a second. I'm gonna go see if they have a menu with pictures in it.
Okay.
And
A
Valence
picture
will fly
book?
over to the counter.
Then I'll like go up to Silverdash character and it's like, did you see that he was? You could see through him.
He's made of
It's like really cool to some.
Do I know where Lucky is?
Well,
Should I roll an Arcana for that?
Counter.
You could roll an Arcana, yeah.
Valence is flying over to
are you going to tell this kid about the laws of death?
You could try.
Excuse me.
What the fuck does that
Do you
mean?
have a menu that has pictures in it? Sub the little slug pup over there. I don't think they know how to read.
Well, luckily we do happen to have a menu with some pictures in it, but sadly we don't have pictures of the whole menu. Here,
Oh,
I'll take it to the table for you.
thank you. Valence will fly back over the table. Okay, so
What the fuck?
the waiter, the guy that you could see through, they're gonna bring a menu that has a few pictures in it. That way you can see some of the things.
Yay!
Yeah. So yeah, I'll grab from under the counter the menu, the prototype menu. That's the thing that exists.
Yeah.
I'll take it over to the table, or to the booth, I guess, to the table in the booth, and then I'll just open it up for Sub, and I'll place it in front of him. I don't know where he is on the table, but yeah.
Yeah, wherever he is, it's in front of him now.
Yeah.
I think I'd just be like in front of Silverdash character.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just
I
put it in the
should
middle
probably
of the
like
table and
preface this
open it.
now. I probably won't be calling you guys by your character names because I just simply will keep forgetting to. So I'm just going to refer to you as your character. I do apologize.
Oh, that's just how I work as well. I won't remember character names. For as much as I would like to try to, I just find it easier to just say the name that I know people as.
I might start saying the names with like prolonged exposure, but at the moment, no.
I have to make sure I pay attention enough to make sure you're not referring to Valence. You're to try to tell the difference if you're referring to Valence or me.
Well, I'll just say like Rain's character.
Okay.
Someone of these
So
lists.
yeah, I'll open up the menu and put it on the table,
D20,
and then I'll say,
D10,
please take your time once again, and then I'll leave.
D10,
Go back
12.
to the counter.
8,
So the transparent man pie, and they brought the menu. You can see it right here.
There's pictures.
Yeah, you can pick from the pictures now.
Can I do like a perception check to see what's on the menu?
Sure. I don't see why you can't. 16. You can read the entirety of the menu. There's all sorts on it, from foods and drinks to different things like smoothies, small little savory snacks. There's like fruit balls and stuff like that.
Pup can read the pictures.
Maybe like you actually find any picture that seems appealing. Yes.
You know, there's like colorful ones, just like coffees.
Suggest him something. Or I'll do it if you don't want to.
If you know cafe menus, fucking go for it, because I'm just listing off fucking shit that I can think of that might be in a cafe. I don't know the first thing about a cafe, being brutally honest.
Usually where,
oblivious, but like,
Yeah.
every now, like my mind is just like, because like this is a picture menu. So like my mind for like some, because he's like oblivious and honestly kind of stupid, he like goes to put the logo again. So, oh, this one.
He's trying his best. At least he's
He
trying.
just does not know.
He just does not understand.
He has zero survival instincts or any like.
The only survival instincts he has is the need to eat, have drinks, and sleep. Anything past that, good fucking luck.
And play.
Okay, so do you know what a square is or a box is?
Yeah, it's like this thing, and he like makes like a perfect square with his fingers.
Like full on 90-degree angle, but no bones are breaking.
Do you see these like pictures that are in the shape of a like box or a square?
Yeah.
Okay, those are the things you can choose from.
Oh.
You've been pointing to the logo, which is the little circle with the swirl in it that I mentioned earlier.
Oh. Why can't I eat it?
Well, it's not a thing that you can get. It doesn't exist.
Paper.
Oh, but I can see it.
It doesn't exist as an edible item that you can get.
It's
Unless
not
they have a
tangible.
cookie of their logo, which I don't think they do.
Oh.
You can try and eat it. I would highly advise against it, but you can try.
Hey, so Silvado, could you like start describing the food? The food.
How much? What did you roll?
I think it was a 16.
They got enough to be able to actually tell what was on the menu. They could see
So
everything.
in this kind of situation, I mean, you wouldn't really expect the DM to just start listing all foods. I mean, DM would usually tell you something that you notice, or you're likely to notice. So
I'm being
Or
honest.
you
I
get
just started
something
the list shit because
or
like
a thing or two that you would notice,
I can
like
call it
stand out.
I don't know the
So,
first thing about like a fucking cafe menu.
if
I'm
you-
literally
if you-
useless.
If you have anything that comes to mind, DM,
I can
you don't know,
literally,
think of something,
I can
I guess.
literally only
I
think
guess-
of either coffee and toast. That is literally it.
Wait, I have an idea. Hold
Let's
on.
see.
I just need to do a bit of research.
Okay.
Yeah. But like off the top of my head, for like a baby, like a fetus.
I mean, I have a few ideas.
Is
but-
there anything glowing and circular?
Glow and circular?
Probably coffee.
Or like spherical, sorry.
So what, kind of like slime mold or like glowweed?
Glowweed.
Something like glowed?
I guess.
There would be
Could be
things kind of
like a
like it,
red
not necessarily glowing, but there'd definitely be a couple more like bright looking things and stuff like that. That like, you know, the sort of like description of something glowing, but it wasn't actually like bioluminescent? Sort of a thing?
Sort?
I guess like a
Not
cinnamon
really.
roll.
Like it's shiny?
Yeah, kind of like shiny sort of a thing.
Or like glazed?
Yeah. Glaze is probably a better way to have it. Yeah, something like that. Like, nothing necessarily glowing like a glow stick, but more sort of like glaze and stuff like that. There's a few of those sort of items. The closest thing to a circle, like Lucky mentioned, is something like a cinnamon roll.
I I guess I'll like point towards the cinnamon roll. Like, I want that one.
Yeah, like I don't know like the first thing. I don't know the first thing about like a menu, so like I should not be asked for like menu ideas.
Actually, no, wait, hold on, because some would be used to. I want 4 of them. Can I have 4 of these?
You'll have to ask. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Factory.
Sylvaner.
Oh yeah, we never established who's paying.
Hey, you'll figure that out soon enough. I'm sure of it.
I invited you guys, so
Probably the only responsible adult.
The only,
I don't know money.
Oh,
and I don't think one of them has a concept of how money works. So
not broke.
I'm just playing around with dice to make it a little pretty and shit.
Valence just asked for your character's name.
I'm Till.
Oh, okay.
And you are.
Valence. And this pup is called Sub.
Whoa.
Well met. For you wouldn't be able to eat 4 of those.
Watch him.
Why not? I've eaten 4 of them
Like-
before.
one of them is like the size of some.
Yeah, the biggest. Actually, yeah, they're like the size of it.
They're only a little bit big. Only a smidge. I'm sure they can do it. Come on. You never know unless you try.
Oh, we'll have 1 cinnamon roll.
Yeah, you should
can have
always
more
go
when
out
you
and
finish
eat,
it.
and if you're still hungry afterwards, you can eat
Yeah.
another.
Okay.
Can't believe that they made a child sad. How could they do this?
Well, it's either I become sad or I like annoy the fuck out of it. It's like, but I want 4.
I want to gorge myself. I demand sustenance.
Hey, go on,
What the
my brother.
fuck?
Turns into Batman.
I'm Batman. I demand 4.
Right then, so
I can't think. May I get some hot cocoa? It's been a bit since I've had some.
What's cocoa?
Hot chocolate. I'm asking for hot chocolate.
What's chocolate?
Cocoa is like chocolate. Like a cocoa bean or cacao bean.
I don't know what those are.
No fuck. All the way
Don't
on.
worry about it.
Are they like the things that hang from the ceiling? And they're blue?
No, those are usually cacao pods are usually. I believe they are red, although I haven't really seen many.
Are they
Are
not
they
brown?
like the glowing orange things that you find on the floor and the walls?
What?
Hold on. Are they not brown? I thought they were brown.
I thought they were red.
Hazelnuts and all red.
Cocoa beans are brown. The weird
bean
pods
pod.
and the weird pod
Oh, the
thingy-ma-doohickeys look to be red.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that does not look like a bean. They're also
Oh, yeah,
they
no,
also
they're
look
green.
yellow. They can also look green. Fuck it, they're every color at this point.
Oh no. You probably shouldn't be eating the green cocoa.
Here we are. Whatever the fuck any of these 4 words mean. I'm sure one of you could figure this out. But apparently, this is to do with chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the different types. There's probably
I'm
different
most
species
familiar
of
with the one
cacao
on the
bean.
right. But yeah, that
They're
makes sense.
different
Yeah,
species of cacao bean is what I assume it is.
What fucking version does this world have? Oh fuck. I'm not gonna figure that out.
Okay, anyways.
Would it just have all of them?
Just make something up for the menu.
They're fucking purple.
I'm gonna make
Fuck
something
it.
up.
I mean, if you
Unless somebody's gonna tell me, I'm gonna make something up.
Fucking
if
go
you want
for
something
it.
yourself, the last time you asked for like
have some
Elven
cooked
tea.
owl.
That's not after tea, but I want actual food this time.
actual food,
Have a
I
schnitzel.
guess you could have like if it's like lunchtime, I guess.
Mhm.
There's like toasted sandwiches you could get, or like a
Could be
bagel.
Elvish.
Actually been in a
There's
cafe.
babies? Hold on.
I don't
Bagels.
know.
Oh.
I mean,
I heard that entirely
Can I
wrong.
make something up? Do you have permission?
yeah, sure.
Yay. Okay.
I get to do it again. I get to make shitty versions of food items.
No.
I still
Oh,
have
no,
the,
fuck, no recipes, not more! No!
I still have the tea from last time.
I already have over 2,000 recipes, nearly 3,000, I don't need any more!
They'll be like, look, I got the funny strawberries, I've got the cheesecake, I've got the cup of water, I've got the breads.
For those who don't know, this is a goalkeeper reference.
Often.
Oh, here's a challenge.
I got the tea.
75 recipes.
Here's a challenge, generic.
Hmm?
Well, I'm gonna turn to the. Well, I'm gonna say it
Dark
later.
side.
I would like a forage platter, please. Which that is.
Forage platter?
I'll describe.
Forage platter. Oh boy.
Or
They're just like
forage.
Is that just a bunch of, like, fruits, vegetables?
It's
Like a berry salad.
uh. No, I made
I
this
can do
shit
that.
up. It's
I've got
Isn't
colors.
it just like a fruit salad?
it's like no, it's roasted vegetables, mushrooms, beans, and then like some flatbread.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to
And herbs.
find a bowl. Hold on.
All right.
Bowl. We make it
So then
bigger.
that would be
That
that would
works.
be a cinnamon roll, a forage platter, and one hot cocoa.
Oh
Is
fuck,
that
they're
correct?
going everywhere.
Or wait, did Valence want to order anything else?
Oh no,
I don't know.
hot cocoa. They don't. They literally just ate a bunch of berries.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I picked up the ball.
Yeah. There's hot cocoa.
All right then.
Yeah.
I'll be just a minute.
you.
So then I take the menus from the table, and then I go off behind the counter to start making all the food.
Fair enough. I need to find a way to pick up all these fucking marbles.
It's like a bowl of M&M's.
Unless you
No,
want to
there's
do some
not.
dialogue, I will just
The
like,
M&M's
skip
fell
ahead.
through the bowl!
Oh shit.
Oh no. Can I, like...
Oh good, you can undo.
How do I know if I selected
Sorry,
all
did you
of
say
them?
lucky? At the end?
Yeah, but like unless you want to skip ahead, or no, unless you want to do some dialogue, I'm just gonna skip ahead to all the food is done.
Fuck.
I guess I could do like a check to see if I can make the forage platter correctly, but
You're
also
think so,
shouldn't be
maybe,
too
wouldn't it?
difficult.
wait, you also work the kitchen?
I mean, yeah.
That's typically how cafes
There's
go.
just one person.
Well, no, and that's not typically how cafes work, but that's just how this cafe
Don't
works.
don't mind the fact that the ball rotates anytime it is picked up. However, I've successfully done it. However scuffed it may be. So what other food do I need to do?
You have like
Cinnamon roll.
maybe you have like a waiter and a barista, but you wouldn't have somebody work the kitchen.
It's
and
Lance.
also wait at the same time.
It's Lance.
That's not-
It is a funny. It's Lance.
Yeah, so
What other food did I need to make?
do you want to do any dialogue, or do we just...
I don't think think Valen's dialogue unless prompted.
Other than some just saying I'm hungry? No, I don't think so.
Fair enough. What other food did I need to make? Might as well have a bunch of fucking atrocities.
Cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
Hot chocolate. Fair enough. I can do what I did with the glass of milk before.
The blue cocoa.
How do I...
Kickflip. Kickflip the hot
Well,
cocoa.
Did Till want to say anything while you
Yeah,
wait for your
yeah.
food?
I'll be talking to Valens
Alright.
about
Fuck.
things. Yeah.
There.
Nice.
So then I need to clone and put it on top. There we go. And then I need to combine these two. And that is now one
Are you
object.
talking?
God fucking...
Actually, I guess some would like try to go off the table and like walk over to Lucky and watch him. Because like he's like doing something.
Fair enough. I'm...
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get it to be
Actually,
slanted upwards again.
What is happening?
Could you make me an acrobatics check to see if I go off the table safely? Or get off the table safely?
Sure.
Oh,
Or if I just like fall like from the seat to the ground?
Almost got a 2.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I just got a 2.
Apart from landing with a little thud, cause well, weight. Yeah, you're perfectly unscathed.
I go like run up to Lucky.
So, color. What would the
Is it
color
like
be?
a bar or like a bar counter, or is it just like a counter?
It's just like a counter.
Are you fucking joking me?
How do you get on though?
Actually, no. I
It's like
just,
so small.
I'll start doing to you what I did to Silver. It's just like I'm like making the arm move and just going.
Motherfucker.
And I don't notice because I'm too focused on my tasks.
You might be able to hear me, but I don't think you know what the fuck is happening because you can't see me.
Are we just gonna let him walk all the way over there?
Well, that's up
is
to
nobody
you.
going to stop him?
I mean, no one said anything about trying to stop me, so.
I'm in the middle
yeah,
of trying to
no,
fucking get this
dude.
dude. I'm trying to make hot fucking chocolate.
Should I say that again?
I'm currently trying to decide whether or not I want to use a spell slot for something.
What, stopping a child?
Oh no, giving the child uppies.
Oh, that's a lot more. That's a lot better than what I said.
Huh?
I said it's a lot better than what I said.
What did you say?
Comatose.
No.
My favorite activity.
Fucking
knock
rowdy
him out.
child.
My favorite activity, comatosing the children.
Wait, I really should have gotten more utility spells.
Save object.
Yeah,
What?
I like do like the motions and noises, and I just start like it like slowly starts to move into like whining because I feel like he's like ignoring me.
So we've got the funny ball. We've
It's not
got...
like he's ignoring me, but I'm just like trying to get louder and louder so that he like, because like, you know how like some children like no matter how much you like acknowledge them but try to ignore them, they think you just don't know what like they're trying to get your attention, so you just get louder and louder and louder. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm like getting louder and louder so that like you can try
I'm trying to
and.
decide what spell would work for this.
Can I
And if
have this be
to
how
use
it
a spell
sits?
slot in order to do it. I don't have a spell slot for it. I have to use a spell slot. The question is what's more effective? Oh wait, no, I can use this because I technically have one use for free until I long rest.
Hmm.
Okay, let me go look up the spell.
How do I make sure that it doesn't flip sideways the second I pick it up?
Lock.
No, because that just locks it in place, literally.
Mm.
Like a... It's not...
Persistent?
What is that?
Hold
Persistent. Should the object be able to survive loading between
okay.
saves? Should this object receive grid lines projected to it? Measure tool will automatically be used when moving this object.
So I wouldn't be able to pick up
Maybe grid?
sub and
Motherfucker!
fly up with them, would I?
With what, sorry?
Sub. If I tried to
With-
pick up sub and fly.
Oh, like try and physically lift me. Like with your
Yeah.
arms.
Yes.
I don't know how strong
Fuck
are
it,
you.
log.
Not very.
Can you lift your own body weight?
Yes, my strength is +1. It's 12.
Damn.
I don't know what the rules on picking someone up are.
You know what? Make me a
Well, it'd be
roll.
like
Like, make me a roll to attack for like a grapple. See if you're even able to like grab them.
You're rolling for me.
That's athletics, by the way. It's just athletics check.
Is it an athletics check?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's an athletics check.
Yeah,
Cool.
athletics. I have a +1 to that. Stop.
That's
God
Sick.
damn.
Oh no, 9.
yeah.
10. Completely average.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see where this goes. Sure, why not? I'm curious to see where you take
Then
this.
I'll fly over, grab sub, and do their very best to fly them up onto the counter.
Oh,
Right. Seeing a slowly raising child like a fair, like trying a fucking best.
Just child ascension.
It's just like heavy breathing.
And,
Till-
does this work or not?
Fuck it, why not?
Okay.
I was just to see where it went. It went pretty funnily. Fuck it, why not?
Is there like a ledge on the counter that I'd be able to stand on?
Yeah. You somewhere you can go to. Don't worry.
Okay, I like slowly move to try and stand on the
Onto
counter.
the counter.
so I guess I'm working on my stuff, and then I suddenly like catch a side
As you
glance of
look
this
over,
flying baby.
as you look over,
Yeah.
as you look over, like, you know, the entire, like, cafe and stuff like that to see if anybody may, like, you know, be raising their hand, like, get your attention, you slowly
Yeah.
see, like, some raising up, you're not sure what it is, you go back to work on your thing, you stare back, and then all of a sudden, you see it's a child. And the longer you stare at it, the slowly, like,
with
it's slowly going up.
small
The
fairy,
same,
like, grabbing him by the
same child that you just seen walking off the side of a table with no ability to fly is now slowly raising up in the air. Your mind races. Your mind races with questions until you then see Rain's character, and then it's like, what?
Wouldn't you see Rain first?
Well, not really.
Well, I
You're a
have to
giant.
assume that
Think
I
of it.
like grabbed you by the scruff, which means your head would probably, and I probably would have and you were probably looking up at the counter. So I assume I would be behind you. So Lucky's
I
character
was
wouldn't be
behind
able to
my
see
head.
me unless they move to the side enough to see me.
Yeah. So I just like
You
stop
see,
whatever I'm doing.
you see a child who you've seen just falling off of a table, no capabilities of flying whatsoever, slowly levitate up. And when I say slowly, I mean you can actively see it slowly going up, like inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter, fucking slowly, like a slow-ass loading screen. It does like 1% per second. Like that shit is slow but visible. And they are watching you the entire time.
You know how like slug cats every now and then do that thing with their hands where they sort of just like grab like a surface like multiple times in quick succession? I'm like doing that with like the corner of the ledge.
You're trying to equip it. Just
Yeah,
add
so
the
I guess
inventory.
Yeah, so I see the flying baby, and Without noticing Valence's pair, I guess, yet, because I haven't really looked to the
You
side.
would have to be literally. You would have to probably be looking from behind or like really close to past, like sideways.
The
Yeah.
only
I feel
reason
like he'd still be able to see over me though, wouldn't he?
the only reason you know, like this child is not somehow possessed or some shit is because you did see somebody flying earlier. You seen like, you know, Rain's character and stuff. So like you've
You
got
could
this sort of
probably hear
thing.
the like flapping noises.
Yes, like, you know, you'd have like the thing in like the back of your head, like thinking like, you know, there's no fucking chance. And like as they slowly keep coming up, it's like, you know, like there's no fucking chance that this child is doing this on their own. No fucking chance. Like to keep your sanity, you're like, there's no fucking chance in hell. Please, for the love of fuck.
I stopped like.
Valence would be flying very quietly, but because they're trying really hard to like fly, you can hear the flapping and struggling.
There's a giant fucking object in the way, muffling it. Do you not understand how size works?
Actually, is there like a window barring like the sides of the counter, or is it just like open?
No, it's just open.
Okay, so like
You could technically walk off the ledge into where.
because I wanted to do a thing where like I go up onto the ledge and like you know how like there's a lot of like glass dividers for like display items and all that.
Yeah.
So I would just like press his face like up against the mirror and just like watch intensely.
You can just see like the condensation of their breath on the glass.
Yeah, so I see the flying baby approaching the counter, or approaching the ledge of the counter, I guess. And
Trying to equip it a couple
I
times.
stare for a few seconds without changing my expression, just like very
This
confused.
character's just watching this, by the way, probably, I assume.
Yeah,
Oh.
Till is just like I think Silverdeer said, he's just like, what is going on?
They've just like stopped questioning it. They've just decided that that baby's gonna be doing whatever the fuck it wants, and somehow the rules of the universe will just help it out.
Valence has like a mild duty to try and help people, so
It's a compulsive thing.
So then I just stare for a few seconds, and then I snap out of it. I look back down. I set down the knife that I was using to chop up the vegetables, and I just walk
Actually, hold
over.
on, I guess I should
closer
say,
to
where is the
counter.
kitchen? Actually,
Don't mind.
like in the back, is it like in front of the counter? On
Don't worry
the
about it.
Like,
service side?
It's in a quantum realm. It does what it
if you
likes.
want to know, it's like a door to the side of the counter, to a place that isn't usually visible, unless you like really lean your head in.
It's a stats only thing.
So then I walk out. I walk up to the counter.
which is why I did this.
Yeah. So I walk up to the counter, and I guess I grab the
Rep
baby
City.
to like, because it looks like it's
The
about
question is,
to
where do you
fall.
grab the baby?
Hold on.
Because you might accidentally grab me.
You're
as well.
you're
I grab it from
acquiring the
front.
baby.
I grab it like a soda can almost. I just grab
What,
it.
like by the neck
and,
or
pull it
something, or like
closer to
what?
pull it closer to the counter so it doesn't.
Well, I
fall.
imagine his hand would be the size of my body, so I think he just like grabs all of me.
They just envelop your entire body.
And I I try to pull him closer to the counter so he doesn't fall. And I guess I notice a little bit of resistance because Valence is still holding him, or do I not notice any?
You will. You would probably completely overpower them.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You
considering
feel
she's,
like
struggling to lift me, and you just grabbed me. I don't think you'd feel any resistance.
you feel like you can feel like this slight sort of tug, sort of a thing. It's like that sort of a thing, like when
You
it's
might,
what was it?
like, feel a little bit of upward momentum still, and then it like stops.
Yeah.
It's like whenever
then
like
I pull it to the
whenever you
counter,
like swing open a door of like a fridge sort of a thing, and then you try and stop it in place. You know, like that sort of like tiny amount of more it moves back, sort of a thing. That's the sort of momentum you have. It's like that little like small tiny thing. It's barely noticeable, but it's still there.
So then I guess I'm holding this baby, like at the counter. I let
Valence
him
will
go.
probably let go and fly back to Talon, but they'll probably do it significantly, like fly a lot lower to the ground so they won't see.
Yeah, so I guess I
Because they are just
won't
tired.
notice. I won't notice why the baby was flying. I won't question it either. I'll just say,
For your own
little
sanity.
one, what? Could I help you with something?
Do you know where my mommy is?
Oh fuck.
Shit. I don't say that, but I do think it.
I don't think that's any better.
And then
Like,
I get like a whiff of the smell. Is there food back there?
Oh no.
Yes,
I'm
but it's
hungry.
it's not ready yet, little one. Here, I'll take you back to your companions, I guess.
But I'm hungry.
To the weird people
I
that just
know.
decided
So I
that,
guess I'll-
screw it, you can tag along. It's,
Say that again, sorry?
this is back to the people that, you know, just decided that you can tag along, why not?
You know. So I guess I'll just take Sub back to the table.
No, I wanna watch.
After acquiring a child, you immediately return at the sender.
Yes. As it should be.
I don't like trying to do the body language while we like in his grasp.
You're still trying to, like, reach for the counter.
I'm still
I guess
trying to reach for it.
I'll take Sub back to the table and I'll look at Valence and Till and say, esteemed guests, please do take care of the little one. He might distract me from my work.
Apologies for that.
How sneaky is Sub?
How sneaky is Sub?
0.5, he's pretty stealthy.
I'm just gonna tell my golem to make sure he doesn't
Oh
leave.
yeah, that's right, you have a golem.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it still existed.
They got like a stealth, they got a nat 20 on stealth.
You didn't put the golem in here. Yeah, you should put the golem in.
I'm gonna be honest, I entirely forgot about the goal.
The Golem.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
Despite the fact that I deleted it as like one of the first things,
I
bro.
remembered it.
I
and
don't know
forgot
how.
About it, and then remembered it, and then forgot about it.
What the fuck is the golem?
I'll walk back to the counter and I guess finish making the food, and then unless anybody wants to do any more dialogue, I will come back with all of the food and drinks.
What other food was there that I needed to make?
What would you consider a stealth of 0.49 to be in like D&D translation?
Stealth of 0.49.
10.
Yeah.
Like just no modifier.
Yeah, because that's what, like, it's a 0 to 1 ratio in, like, Renal, isn't it?
Well, this isn't monsoon. No monsoon. Like subs like I'm looking at subs like actual stats.
Yeah, I know, like,
And just
rain,
is-
like, in Rain World,
See,
like, it's,
is
Well, no, because it can go into negative, so it's like
Alright.
good.
okay, so they've got
so in D&D,
0.5
stealth is based on
positive.
dexterity.
Well, I don't really think there's a dexterity stat inside of, like, you know, a Slug Pup's,
Oh,
like,
subs
ID.
fast.
So, well, they've got positive 0.5?
Yes.
Okay, so if they've got a positive 0.5, it can get up to what? -1, -1 to +1 is the range then?
I think
So 0 stealth would be 10, because that's not positive or negative. So a bonus of like 0.49, we'll just round that up to be a 0.5, which is a half. I would say that would be like
Dang,
what?
sub is fast. He has like 0.86 movement
He knows
speed.
a number.
Over
Well, like 15, 16 sort of thing for like the modifier, which should then be a +3? Or like a +2?
I think +2, because subs also not normally really dexterous, are they?
No,
Well, they're not really a lot of things.
Probably +2.
Oh, hold on. How does this make sense? He has a 0.5 in stealth, but a 0.47 or 0.48 in loudness.
So stealth is like the ability, like, you know, if they were to, like, let's say be, like, glide down, how quickly a thing would lose them. But the loudness is like, you know, if they were moving around and stuff like that, just how much noise is actually created from them. It's like, you know, you
He's
could
stealthy
be,
because of all the noise he makes.
you could think of it like,
Like masks his footprints by throwing a fucking bomb.
yeah, I guess. No, but it's like, you know, you could be able to do well with, like, stealthy and stuff like that, but, you know, you're wearing, like, you know, all sorts of jewelry sort of a thing. you've got things that make quite a bit of noise, but if you know how to move, the jungling and stuff won't actually happen.
Okay.
We've gone over the time.
Yeah, only by well, we also started like 2 hours late.
Yeah.
Do people want to stop? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm happy to keep going.
I'm happy to keep going if others are happy to keep going, but if others are wanting to put it on pause for this, I'm also happy enough to put it on pause. I would just need to finish showing out the things for notes, and then I'll just put like a screenshot of this just into the thing, so that way, even if it does take another week or so to happen, at the very least, you've actually got notes of what the fuck has happened.
Why take a screenshot? Just copy and paste the text.
Fair point. I could do that. You're a genius.
So do people want to stop, or are we going to continue?
Continue for a little bit, but I really should leave. Because,
Then
We can finish this cafe segment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next time.
Oh my
Lucky.
goodness.
So I come back with all the food. I come back with a tray. I set down the forage platter in front of Telhound. I set the, I guess, sort of small cup of hot cocoa for Valence. And then I set a small plate with the cinnamon roll, sort of in the ballpark of where Sub is in the table.
Yeah. I'm gonna just...
Oh wow, that's really big
I hope you
fruit.
enjoy it.
I'm gonna be a lazy motherfucker. I'm just gonna use a single checker piece for
And
cinnamon.
I'll just go
cinnamon.
back to the counter, and I'll also vanish because I need to go to the bathroom really quick. I'll
Okay.
be right back.
Cool cinnamon roll. Perfect. I'm a genius.
Also,
Did you call the golem cinnamon roll?
No, I called the single checker piece of cinnamon roll.
Oh.
I saved it as an object.
Yep. Now what?
Well, you'd gotten your food and
Sipping
stuff.
my hot cocoa.
It's just
Swag.
over food. I'm just gonna talk to Valence.
How's your
How
child
big
exist?
would you say the cinnamon roll is compared to me?
What do you mean, like...
Size of your head.
Size of my head?
It's like a football.
Which is
Tiny
like
cinnamon
most of
roll.
your-
That's a cinnamon bite.
Your head is most of your body, isn't it?
No,
No.
Pup. It is.
No.
actually,
It'd be like a
I mean,
third.
Are we including the tail in this? Because in that
Well,
case, no.
if we're looking at body size, then well, yeah, we would. It would be full, like, entire, like, length and stuff, would it not? It'd be like a 30 or entire size. Because your tail would take up, like,
still a very small cinnamon roll.
well, in comparison,
'Cause, like, don't
no.
forget, I'm like the size of a kitten.
Cinnamon rolls. That's
How big is cinnamon roll?
Whatever you guys want.
Am I
they're
misremembering
not
this?
that.
I don't
they're not-
fucking know.
I think having one around the size of your head is a bigger than average cinnamon roll.
Oh, well, like a normal kitten?
Oh, those are cinnamon roll. Yeah, no, those.
What's a cinnamon roll? Hold on, I might be thinking of the wrong thing.
In my head, wouldn't I?
Hold on. What's a cinnamon roll?
I mean, IRL, they're like palm sized.
Oh, yeah, these are like... So I was thinking the right shape, but those look way fucking big. Those look fucking massive.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that would be about the size of my head then.
Good luck. I'm not sure how
I
would
mean,
you...
there's many bigger ones. If you want a bigger one, you're gonna get a bigger one.
Not really sure how you'd eat
I
it.
guess I
Whatever you guys decide.
I'm trying to like quantify how much I'd actually eat.
How many food pips would a cinnamon roll get?
Yeah, like for a pup.
And could
Well,
this
no,
pup
because
swallow
What would you?
pups and like
Well, when you
Flucats
figure
get
that
the
out, can
same...
Can I just talk?
Yeah, you're able to do that. I can start like thinking about this. Food.
Uh, yes, I am starting. Don't.
No.
I'm just making sure nobody's gonna start saying
Two
something
and a half
like this.
pips. How much it would give?
Uncomfortable talking over people. Um, as I said before, I'm Till. I've been traveling around trading artifacts and such. I was planning to start a traveling cart around these parts, but you see, I reach over to my goal and I just pull out a map. And I lay on the table.
This will probably look at the map.
You see my map of these parts is quite outdated, and I was wondering if you could help me mark off the towns that are nearby.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, do you have a writing instrument? I don't really have one. I don't normally write things.
Do I have a writing instrument actually? Wait, I don't remember.
Draw blood.
Explode.
Oh, I have painter's supplies. Okay, no, yeah, I can just pull out a paintbrush.
Okay,
sick.
then you don't need to cut your hand or finger.
Okay, so Valence will pull out a paintbrush from their pockets and probably start like marking them, making like getting some red and like putting down little dots for each of the towns.
Okay, so this area right here is where we are currently, and let me look at. Okay, so north, and there's a town here,
And Valence will just start mumbling to themselves as they start like poking out where like the different towns are.
Yeah,
On
fair
your map.
enough.
and I think that's all of the towns. At least the ones that I'm aware of. Normally, I'm aware. I should. This should be all of them.
I think by this time Sub would have eaten like half of the cinnamon roll and become full.
They could not, in fact, eat 4.
And getting me hungry, not talking about all this food. I don't know.
I've returned.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Wait.
We were just discussing how we're gonna kill off your character.
what?
Oh, that's right. You went to the bathroom. I completely forgot.
Okay, so basically what has happened is that Till has pulled out a map and asked Valence to mark out the towns and stuff, and Valence has pulled out art supplies and marked them down with little red dots.
And
Alright.
Sub has eaten half of the cinnamon roll. It is now full.
Little for the average-sized person, or little for your, like, person size? How small, small? Rain mentioned that they had, like, small little red dots on the map. Would it be small by their character standards, or, like, by the average, like, you know, basic human-sized average?
Average, so probably about like the size of like a coin.
Fair enough.
I just realized coins are very much not
No,
consistent.
like, I know what you mean, I know what you
I
mean.
get the general gist.
Like an astral.
It is, like, a
Like,
common, like, pen dot sort of a thing. Like, you'd see on a common, like, you know, average human,
basically, like,
real-life person drawing a dot on a map.
Probably like a little bit smaller than like
A thumbtack.
it probably would just be like a dot. It's probably like
A screw? A nail?
I don't know, like
A full stop.
half a centimeter diameter. Maybe smaller than that.
Reasonably smallish, so it's not taking up too much space, but it's still visible.
Yeah.
Cool. Glad we got that done.
I assume this map isn't in color, so red would stand out.
Yeah. Even then, Red would still stand out, because I don't think anywhere's just drenched in blood.
Mm.
Mhm.
God.
Yet.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
What do you mean, yet? What do you mean, yet?
What?
What do you mean?
I said nowhere's drenched in blood, and you said, yet, Scuachu. I heard you.
Oh.
I was even on the stream. Please do not be coating areas entirely in... Please do not be coating areas in blood. I beg you.
These foods are a lot bigger than the ones I'm used to. I don't think I could have eaten 4.
You know, shit.
What did he just say?
Fuck you, damn little shit!
It's not a brawl.
Suddenly
Motherfucker,
gets
got
really
fake James.
aggressive.
Roll for combat. It's time to get into the fight against a child.
Are you gonna fight?
Fake J's,
I
fake
have-
balls.
I have-
Here's a nuke out of my mouth.
I have things for fighting.
You're carrying that across campaigns? Holy fuck.
Roll them
Who could have
hands.
guessed? They are transdimensional.
You're about to see death square.
My spells may not be prioritized towards fighting, but I do have fighting things.
I have a nuke.
You also have,
Is
like...
that canon?
What else do you have? What else did Sub eat in the campaign? They ate a singularity bomb.
That's about it.
No, they ate something
In
else.
the other campaign. Yeah, food.
Didn't they eat... No, didn't they eat a tabby plort? Because we were going over to, like, thing of, like, the singularity bomb now being, like, cat-like.
Yeah, they did eat it in that campaign, yeah.
We're getting distracted.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, we are gonna...
We are all easily distracted.
I assume like a while must have passed while you were doing this planning, so I will go by the table, seeing how the place is empty and I don't really have any other tables to attend. Or at least at the current time it is empty.
That's so
I'm
sad.
bored.
And I will like go over to the table to like take the plates, you know, see if you finished your food. And so I
Did
go
not
over.
finish their hot cocoa because they were busy painting.
Yay.
So yeah, so did you finish your food, Till?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see one empty plate, I see the half cinnamon roll, and I see the not yet finished hot cocoa. And I also see the map. I see the map laid out on the table. I assume it is, or unless you
Laid out on
rolled it
the
up.
table with the red dots, and you can see that I have a
Yeah.
paintbrush with red on it.
Yeah. So my eyes will linger on the map for a few seconds, and then I will look at the empty plates. I will take away the only empty plate, I guess, and say, was the food enjoyable?
Very much so.
I'm glad. I see that the little one may have had a bit too much. Would you like me to wrap that up for you?
Yeah, probably should. That way they can take it.
Where would you say your attention is right now, Lucky?
My attention is right now. I guess it would be divided between the half-eaten cinnamon roll and the map.
Okay. Would I... This is gonna be, like, maybe stupid and a little illogical, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You're talking my language.
Can I roll a stealth check to see if I can sort of, like, creep up towards where Lucky is, but, like, to the edge of the table?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm, like, crawling along the table, but it's like... I don't know how to fuck describe it, but it's, like, very quick, sudden movements. Like how cats usually do. Like, they sort of, like, loaf.
Like scurrying?
Sort of. They, like, loaf, and then,
Skittish.
like, do a little bit of a scurry, and then loaf again, and then a little bit of a scurry.
Oh, yeah, I know what that's
army
like.
crawl.
I kind of know what that's like. The cat's gone into the fucking scat mode. You just see them sometimes, like just ready to fucking go again. You slightly shift near them and they fucking run laps and shit. Like, you know, they're ready to just dart between directions.
Can I roll a stealth check to see if I can get to the edge of the table without Lucky noticing me?
Yeah, I'd say because they're also distracted. If they're not actually paying attention to you. I don't think the others would be paying attention to you either. Would they?
Because, like, my thought process right now is that Sub is bored and he wants to do something, so now he's going to do something.
He's going to do... Well,
Alright.
I'll say advantage because I don't think anybody else is actually...
Can my golem make a perception?
Yeah, if you want to get your golem... Oh, fuck. Okay.
1 and 18?
Okay, so... Yeah, if you want to have your golem, like...
I almost critically
See,
failed.
you critically failed. I was going to make the table launch you into a wall.
My golem is watching stuff, so...
No, I think if I critically failed, I would have just tripped over the hot cocoa and burnt myself.
Ah, shit.
What do you want your golem to do then? Seeing the fact that this child has not, like, where...
If he notices it, so that
Oh,
you
yeah.
can act on it later.
Yeah,
Yeah, if the
see
golem
you
is
can
just,
act on
like,
it.
keep an eye on them at all times while everybody else wasn't, then yeah, that's fine. Golem's just there.
Well, that's
It's
what
mostly
I told
just...
him to do
It's just mostly
earlier.
absorbing the entire table. It sees all. Nothing escapes its eyes.
So yeah, then the golem would notice me if he's actively watching me.
Well, yeah, it noticed you, but you were able to sneak to, like, the edge of the table where you wanted to go. That's lucky.
Alright. I now want to pounce directly into Lucky's chest.
Okay, let's see. So this would just be like a roll for attack, because you're essentially aiming to get, like, you know...
I'm not trying to hurt her, I just want to pounce directly into him because I'm bored and want to play.
Well, it's not exactly you're aiming to hurt, but it's more like... How's the best way, like, to describe, like, this thing? It's like you're physically going to... Not really attack, but... You know what I mean with, like, attack is sort of a thing. Like, you're literally throwing yourself.
Oh no, it would be acrobatics, because you know how some cats are like stupid when it comes to pouncing this, so I just like fall to the ground.
You have to roll an acrobatics check to see if you're even able to, like, jump properly?
Yeah!
Okay, hold on. Fuck it, yeah, we'll do this. I'll put that over there.
Oh no. Do I successfully pounce or do I just fall to the fucking ground again?
So you're
9.
9. Does that make it?
You pounce?
No, actually, I have an idea of what I could
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
I don't think we're gonna do this, because, like, it's a bit... Like, it's silly, but it's realistic, but it's silly.
Ah,
So,
talk
like,
silly.
Like a higher roll, like 15, would be like, yes, I dive into his chest. But because this is a 9, like, I do pounce, but I don't, like hit where I'm aiming for. I'm a little bit too weak on my pounce, so I just go directly into his crotch. Like,
You just
his
immediately
crotch.
hit it, like, his
Is the
waist.
golem gonna do something?
I don't think the golem
I
could do
feel like that would be
anything.
I feel like that would be the trajectory that ends up happening.
At the same time,
because it's
no,
9.
but, like, here's the funny thing. Lucky is, like, dead. They're a ghost. They don't really have much of, like, a tangible form for the lower half.
I mean, I am tangible because I am like
But he has
operating things, but I like.
Which here's the question then, Lucky. What is your tangibility like? Is it, like, full tangible? Like, people can, like, touch any part of you? Or is it, like, control tangibility? It's like, you know, you're able to control what is tangible, so that way you are able to carry things whenever you want. But then you can also pass
I'm
through
under the
walls as you
impression
like.
You're like a ghost
I'd
from The
say-
Sims 4.
I'd say that I'm able to control my tangibility to an extent.
Would it be more like you're able to
I can't become
periodic,
fully untangible.
but you're able to, like, somewhat, like, turn it off enough to go, like, through a doorway sort of a thing?
Yeah,
So it's more so
Yeah, but I
you've
would
only
have to,
got brief
like-
times where you can turn it off, but otherwise it's always on.
yeah. But like, it's like if I wanted to like have a part become intangible, I would have to like react, right? I would
Yeah,
have
it'd
to
be like a
fully
concentration thing.
conscious. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So then, is the golem that is watching this baby
I don't
do
think-
this to me? Is
I don't think the
What's
golem could...
do to do?
I don't think the golem could fucking do much in this situation without
Well, he
potentially...
just put his hand in front,
What a
and I
reach.
end up just like headbutting the
You
golem
end up
chamber or something.
fucking pouncing into the hand full force into a giant solid rock.
Yeah.
Casually concussive child.
Well, I mean, slug cats are like
They can
Highly
survive.
durable.
Yeah, they are like surprisingly fucking durable from the fucking impacts they'll take. Fuck yeah, what is the golem doing then? Is it just gonna watch this shit unfold, or? The golem. It's
Would
watching.
Well,
Valence know if he...
I've told her to keep stuff on the table. So, what do you think?
Wait, what did
Well-
you roll for your stealth?
Oh, they were able to get to like the edge of the table. They were able to get to the edge of the table without
my
Lucky
stealth
noticing.
was for Lucky. My Lucky was for Lucky specifically, not everyone in general.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
here's where the
I
thing
wanna
comes
see
in.
If it's
You,
past my
the
passive
golem.
perception, like, would I see this happening?
Well, either way, I rolled a 16.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
The question now
So
becomes,
not really.
how exactly does on the table function here? Because if it was like to react
I
the
think it's just, like,
second,
on the table.
like the second Scuachu would have been in the air, then it would have already been like too late, sort of a thing. It's just like, but like,
I'd say it can
mean-
like see me rearing to like pounce and like put its hand in front.
yeah, that's the sort of thing. Like, where exactly is on the table drawn at? Is it just literally keep them on the table, or is it, you know, if they see them try and do anything to get off of the table, they step in?
The golem is intelligent enough to know to stop something like that. Yes.
So they would see the rearing up and then immediately go to try and stop it.
Yes.
What would it do though? Would it like pick me up from like the back of my like a scruff on my neck, or would it like just put the hand out in front?
Probably put both hands out and try to catch you.
Midair?
Like a football?
Yeah.
Home run!
Is he in the way? If Lucky's in the way, then or just grab.
Well,
Actually, I
the
guess-
golem would probably
What
be
is the
grabbing.
distance between Lucky and the table?
They'd be
It's
like,
not very...
they would be like
Probably
right
like
by
a-
it. Like,
Probably like a meter at most.
you could,
Yeah.
you could
At
open,
most, a
you could,
meter.
you could open,
okay.
you could open a chair. Like, if there was a chair here, sort of a thing. Like, you could open that halfway out. That is where, like, look, that's where, like, Lucky is. And hold on a minute, I've got,
Okay, that's pretty close.
yeah, like, it's about, like, half this, sort of, like, distance, sort of a thing. Like, you could pull, like,
Yeah,
one of those
okay.
chairs.
He'd be pretty close to the table then.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the golem would really. I mean, unless he like moves, like pushes Lucky, I don't think he'd be able to realistically catch me like a football. I think he'd have to like.
Yeah, due to
move
the
your
angle.
arm and like pick me.
It's
down
either
from the scruff or
literally
something.
going across the entire fucking table, probably sending everything everywhere, or like pushing Lucky out of the way to be able to stop Scuachu from pouncing. That's the two ways it ends. So what way would that end?
Don't know.
No, just grab him, I guess.
Well, here's the thing: are you going to be sending cutlery
Not two
everywhere,
hands.
or like
What?
the way it is?
I'm not
'Cause
across
you-
the table, am I? Oh,
No,
not me, the
user
golem.
in a booth. A booth has this sort of like sofa thing you lovers, you know, like you're in the back of the wall. Where where Scuachu is pouncing from, there is like not really that much of a distance between them and Lucky. Where the golem is, if it was wanting to prevent Scuachu from pouncing from where they are, from where the golem is, it would either end up,
Just block.
it would essentially either
Just try
end
and
up,
keep him on the table.
well, it would either end up like getting shit thrown everywhere on the table to not end up pushing Lucky out the way, or it'd have to push Lucky out the way slightly to make sure that Scuachu wouldn't have like pounced.
I don't think it's putting its hands in front of me. I think it's just grabbing me from the back. Like how Lucky grabbed me earlier from the front. The golem's not just grabbing
So-
me from the back.
So the golem's also sitting down?
No, we're just standing beside the table.
Well, let me see if I
guess the
can.
golem would probably be next
Hold
to
on.
me.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're putting like the hands in. How would they grab from behind then? How would that work?
Grab
Yeah,
me
probably.
If they're
because I'm laying
beside.
down.
No, but if
mean-
they're beside Lucky,
Yeah.
how are they able to grab you from behind and not from in front? I'm gonna use these for as an example.
Because
Like
I'm laying
reach
down.
over.
Unless he like.
these.
fucking
Hold on. This
breaks
is
the
where
table
this is where
underneath me
people
and
are.
Pulls me through.
This is like, let's say this is Lucky. This is fucking. Hold on, I'm gonna make this gray.
Yeah.
This is the golem.
When someone's
This-
on their stomach,
this
can you
is
grab them
you.
from the front. Yeah. My
The
is
front,
towards the
the
ground.
front right now would be this. This is the front of
No,
you.
My front is towards the stomach. Is towards the ground.
If a
'cause
cat,
my front
if a
is
cat
my
runs,
stomach.
if a cat runs forward, you know, you don't see
I'm
it going into the
scared.
ground.
I'm bipedal.
Yeah, but you're in pounce position. If you're in pounce
Yeah.
position, like a cat would be in pounce position, you know, a cat's front isn't immediately on its stomach. Hell, even whenever, like, you
Yes.
know, no.
In this instance, yes, because an actual cat isn't bipedal, but I am. So I'm bipedal, so therefore my front is my stomach. Do you say your front is the top of your head?
If I'm
Your front
leaning
is where
over,
your head is
yes.
facing. Not your stomach. No. I don't know where you got that idea from.
Say that again, sorry, Sylvana?
Your front is where your head is facing. Like where your face is pointing at.
I've never considered it that way myself. I've always considered the stomach to be the front.
Well, it's not the stomach. It's either your body
Alright, well, either way, you grabbed me from
and then
behind.
your head.
The back, sorry, not behind. The back.
How do
My
you
bad.
do it based on which way your body's turned?
Humans and all for their front is
So fucking.
towards their knees and
So the
feet.
golem like
Okay, so
grabs or
Google
blocks or does something, right?
Google here is
So,
incredibly fucking
then-
wrong with this. Apparently, if you were to go on all four, like I just searched stuff for like a human, apparently the front of you is by your knees and feet. Where your shoulders and head are is the rear. Oh, I'll just fucking send this fucking AI thing because this is shit is fucking funny.
Right.
Like I don't think it's correct.
Either way, the golem grabs my back.
The golem can acquire you. Simply put, the golem can acquire you. Yeah, if this fuck it, yeah, it can grab you. Fuck it, just fuck it. Yeah.
So then I guess I take a step back as the golem moves to grab the small child.
The small ball fuzz.
I slightly widen my eyes and then like
Slightly-
calm back down quite
Slightly
quickly.
larger than a football-sized
Insane.
infant that could be punted for a home run if needed.
The golem's not gonna make any checks. Just gonna go.
It's fucking giant. Like I don't really like see anything that would really get in its way.
It's a small golem.
Compared to this fucking
Golem is like the
infant
size of
child,
this.
it's big.
It's small.
Is it smaller than you?
Yeah.
Oh, how
Oh. Oh,
in
shit,
in sizes, D&D sizes for this? What is the golem size in D&D size? It is a medium-sized creature. I
Can its
don't
eyes see over the table?
Yes.
absolutely.
So, like,
Scuachu would be
like a-
what, like a small creature, not like tiny insect size, but like small maybe.
child, I assume.
Small.
Child size.
Yeah, like you know, compared to Scuachu, motherfucker be big.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't
Like
make it
their hands would easily be able to fucking grab them. I don't really see much that would get in the way of them. Especially if I was watching them the entire time and made sure they weren't able to pounce in the first place, it would already be ready to catch them.
Okay.
Like, do you want a skill check, Sylvana?
I'm just asking.
If you want a skill check, we can get a skill check, and I'm not afraid to like roll more dice.
That's fine.
So I take a step back as the golem like puts his hand in front or grabs the child.
Acquires the child. Equips.
Yeah,
Add
he
to
grabs the
inventory.
child. I slightly widen my eyes, but then calm back down and say, "Please excuse me," as I take the empty plate and I go back to the counter to ponder.
What the fuck is this child up to?
After remembering the site of the map.
Holy
Summer's
shit.
just like there, just like trying to take it, like slowly comprehending that he's being caught midair. He's just like gone like slightly limp, but like still has a bit of sniffness in his limbs.
Yeah, he's like gone slightly slack what he's wearing. He's like, what the fuck? Hold on.
He's just gone like in like a slight, like a minor state of shock. It's like, oh,
Well then, this is a turn of events. I didn't expect this to happen. Well, golly.
The hot cocoa.
I'm just gonna wait for the golem to put stuff down on the table.
It just drops me.
Just immediately drops above the floor. Good luck, kid.
I'm bored.
After all the pasta.
I want to play.
Can I use Druidcraft to use the effect where I can make a harmless sensory effect? And I'm gonna make falling leaves.
We're gonna make him follow, like, chase leaves? Fuck it, why not? Inside of a building, no less.
Leaves or petals?
Yeah, there's just like.
Are they not the same?
Also in the building?
Fuck it, I guess there's now a nature reserve in here. You've now made a nature reserve, well done.
It'll disappear after I stop.
Do the leaves like decompose, or do they just? Does someone now have to clean that up?
You create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect, such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, the sound of an animal, and fainted.
Sensory effects. So it's not.
So they feel
not-
like
it's an illusion.
leaves?
It's incorporeal.
Oh, so it's not real.
I think it's like you can see it, but you can't touch it.
I see it. Okay.
You might be able to see it and touch it, but like it probably disappears after I like leave it. For
It
a
would
while.
like be one of those things where like
Whatever.
as it starts to like get closer to the ground, it just like fades out, sort of a thing, like a visual illusion, sort of a thing. It's like a projection.
Yeah. And it says 5 feet, but I can probably just keep casting it up to, because I can cast it like 30 feet, so I can just make the leaf fall.
I'm gonna be honest. There's not like
I'm gonna.
it's not like much like combat and stuff. So within reason, if you want to make a freaking like 10 feet, I don't really give much of a fuck. The idea of just falling leaves inside of a building where there is no actual source of falling leaves is kind of funny.
I could have made it snow, but I think falling.
Holy
leaves is
fuck.
nicer.
What were you saying,
I'm
Sylvan?
gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up. I'm like, I really should get going. I need to sort out the cart business and
I must cart.
attention and look to maybe hire one or two people to travel with me. So right then.
Are you
Thank you again
traveling?
for the-
Does that
for the
mean you
help.
can find my mommy?
Where are you from a colony?
What's a colony?
Well, from what I told you this earlier. It was like a family. From what
Ah,
Till, from what I understand, Sub was separated from their mother, whom they were sleeping on the back of at some point. But
squash.
we don't know where
Sorry, I'm
the
switching type.
colony might have gone.
Oh yeah, like while I'm saying all this like stuff, I'm still doing like all the body movement.
Just going
Like
reverse.
whenever I say you, I always like attempt to touch the person.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure we'll be able to help you there. I'll mostly be traveling around towns, and I haven't seen any Slackhat types around.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
huh.
I guess.
good luck with the pup,
Yeah.
I suppose.
I guess they could technically be like classified as like dogs and stuff like that, like, you know, domesticated animals sort of a thing. So it's by technicality, yeah.
I have advantage on tracking them and recalling information about them.
Start reciting the entire encyclopedia over his look head. Tell them everything.
I have advantage on survival checks to track
and
Actually, wait.
also
Then would that mean you would know
intelligence
look at
to
sign language?
remember.
Would you? Well, how would we look at it? Like, would we look at it like the sort of like Dragonborn and stuff like that? Because Dragonborn wouldn't be like beast sort of a thing.
Yeah, those are considered humanoid.
Yeah, so like, what would Slug have to be? Would they be beast or would they be humanoid? Because
Yes.
they stand on two legs and stuff.
Mm.
2 legs does not make you a humanoid. That makes you bipedal.
No, we're also speaking common.
That's for the sake of the campaign. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying anything. I mean, if you want, I can just go on mute for the rest of the campaign.
I think maybe because they use tools, maybe they could be considered humanoid or somewhat similar to humanoid.
Well, yeah, they would use tools and stuff like that. Even then, in this sort of like thing,
I mean, would that then
just
make
like-
scavengers humanoid?
yeah,
Scavengers are humanoid. Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
scavengers are
Because they
monkeys,
follow logic similar to monkeys, but monkeys aren't really
but they're funny.
humanoid. They're monkeys.
Then again, we're trying to base a thing from Rain World in the world of D&D, where technically speaking, dragons can speak French. They can also be like weak to their own element, and they can all tap dance
Okay.
while simultaneously
Scavengers are
also
not
being a hellhole.
Monkeys.
Welcome to D&D.
Is that like
That
the
makes
end of the cafe scene?
Yes,
So,
but
so I
thing
guess like Sylvanir said he was gonna leave, right?
they went adios.
I am.
Anything else you want to add? Like, would that be the end of this?
I mean, I've said what I want to say.
Fair enough.
Anyone else?
And no, I mean,
Okay.
Is that the end of the session then, or do we want to completely wrap up
Uh,
the cafe scene?
if you want to fully finish it, so, you know, like, people would all be out of the cafe and stuff like that for the next session, we can do. Or if you want to leave it here, I'm happy enough either way.
I want to sleep.
so we could just, yeah.
Just speed run. Say what you were gonna do. Don't.
I think we just leave it here. We can continue next week.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Genericuser has written everything down that's happened.
Yeah, I will
Sleep is
then,
nice.
once I, like, make sure that I'm definitely happy with everything here and I've not missed anything important, I'll then, copy-paste it into the thing.
Mm.
So that way people have, like, a full text to read up of, like, skimmed notes of everything.
Alright then.
But yeah.
Go sleep. I need to sleep.
Alright.
No worries.
Sweet dreams.
Bye bye.
Bye, good night.
Yippee, we did a session. Watch it.
We did a session.
Again.
And
Watch it be 3
Wow.
weeks.
Hey.
Hi.
But yeah, no worries. I will also, in the